Now launching. The dumbest radio show in America. Welcome to Common Man and T-Bone.
If you're going to drink the pop, at least recycle the can. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I think you lost me now.
All right.
I think I'm back on anti-cannibalism. I dipped my toe in to Lake Winnipeg cannibalism, and now I'm back out. I'm out.
Featuring Panama Ted.
Too hot.
Timmy Hall.
I will rub one on my face.
And a collection of profane noises.
Coach?
No, Dom.
I'm a genetic freak, and I'm not normal.
I want me some glory hole.
I'll keep it in the room.
Stop breathing. It used to be a lot longer.
The numbers don't lie.
This is Stupid. This is Man and Bone.
Happy Tuesday. Welcome in. Hello, Bone.
Hello, man.
Oh, Tuesday's our girthiest show of the week. Here's the full lineup. Inside the NFL, all the news and notes you need coming up at 3:48. Rapid fire. In the 4 o'clock hour. Game show in the 5 o'clock hour. What is the game, Boner?
Today we're going to play How Big Is This Band? Because I recently found out that a band I was aware of is playing Red Rocks. You know, the Red Rocks Amphitheater out in Denver.
Yep.
Which I also...
Very scenic.
Oh, yeah. One of the places bucket list thing. Got to go see one of my favorite bands.
There's no way the acoustics can be any good, right? But
yeah, but
it's very nice to look at.
Sure. I mean, it's also, you're going for the experience, right?
Sure.
As much as anything. But I went down a wormhole looking at that website and saying, all right, well, who is actually big enough to play Red Rocks? It holds 10,000 people. So then that led to this game. So that's where we're at today. Right. So I'll throw some bands out there. We'll learn a little bit about the bands. And you will have to guess. Some of these bands I'm sure you've heard of. Some of them that have played it, you've never heard of. I promise you. And yet, we will find out just how big these bands are coming up in the 5 o'clock hour.
How you doing, Teddy?
Doing good, Mike.
Teddy's doing his job over there.
Well, I'm just saying, it's hot out when Teddy wears shorts to work.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
that's the barometer.
If I hear there's an impact message, it was
weather impact.
Weather
day.
impact day.
It's a weather impact day.
Then I'm wearing shorts.
You walk outside, the weather actually punches you in the face. That is the impact. It is punching.
Yeah.
Although I will say, last night we were walking out and it had been cooler in here because they have the AC blasting as they should, because it's been very hot out yesterday and today. And I walked out yesterday and I felt comfortable because I was like, oh, good, it's warm now because it's kind of chilly in here. And Timmy was walking out with us. And the moment we walked out, he's just like, oh, God. And I thought, I forgot. This is how I will be January, February, probably March, December. All that will be me doing this, where every time I walk outside and it's below 40, I'll be like, but that's your and Timmy's
Timmy
world.
And I will be playing with ourselves.
I know. You guys are on the opposite end there of me on that.
I watched some TV this morning, Bone.
Oh, yeah? What'd you watch?
I watched a little documentary.
Oh.
About Connor Stalions. Dropped today.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was going to be on this, but I thought maybe we'd get a little bit more substance than what we did.
What is the name of this documentary? It's Untold, right? Is that it?
Is that what it is?
Untold, Undiscovered, Untalented? That's this show. Sorry. What is it called, Ted? Unrivaled?
Yeah, it's one of those.
Unburdened? Underwear?
Undertaker.
Oh, yes! Connor Stalions!
The dead man.
So I watched this today. Here's let me sum it up for you. If you're a Buckeye fan, okay, and you are annoyed because you think Michigan is a bunch of lying ass cheaters, then I don't know whether I should tell you to watch this or avoid it like the plague. Because there's a good chance that you may put your fist through the TV. Now, Good news. TVs, very cheap now. Like, you walk into Target, they hand you a flat-inch TV for free.
They're giving it to you like almost like they do in the subway, where they're like, "Do you want this CD? It's only $5." And you're like, "No, I just. It's not that I don't have $5. I just don't need any more CDs. Thank you."
But I don't even know why Connor Stalions agreed to sit for this, because it was just all him denying everything. Him saying the words, "I don't recall," about 1 million times. He doesn't recall ever asking people to attend games on his behalf and send him film. I mean, sure, somebody would send him some film, but, just like your aunt would get you some crappy present on Christmas that you don't really like or you already had. You're not going to say, hey, aunt, this is a crappy gift. You're going to say, oh, thank you very much, and then throw it in the trash. That's what he would do because he's already the sign-stealing genius.
Oh.
He would watch the games on TV, and he would know the signs that way. Certainly not sending spies into stadiums. He would never do that.
No. And if you have any messages or if anything comes out, because first he said, I don't recall, which means could have happened. If you've never watched like a Senate hearing regarding, an appointee from the Supreme Court on down, that's what they will typically say. Anybody who's going for one of these high-level offices in the government, they will say that when they are aware they could perjure themselves and don't later want to go before a judge and be on trial. But they don't want to also say, yeah, I definitely did that if they did. So a nice legal way to say maybe is to say, I don't recall, because that could mean you did it. You just don't remember it.
Well, and that's weird because what are we talking about? First of all, this is a documentary. You're not testifying at some sort of hearing in front of senators.
No.
All right. This also is not a situation where if found guilty of these crimes, you will go to prison. Look, he actually said with a straight face that he's never advanced scouted. He said that in this documentary. I've never advanced scouted. I've gotten things off of film, off of television broadcasts, but I've never advanced scouted. Are you really telling me that wasn't you with the disguise on at Central Michigan? We all know it was you.
Dave Portnoy seemed to believe it was him because Dave Portnoy in the same documentary says, yeah, he pretty much bragged to me that was him. That's a Michigan guy, the Barstool dude, the one bite everybody knows the rules pizza guy, saying, yeah, Connor Stalions basically did that.
Why wouldn't you, if you're Connor Stalions, just say, yeah, I mean, I did this. I did this to make myself seem more important to the coaching staff. I'm trying to rub elbows and get these guys to trust me. So if I have all the answers, they're going to trust me even more. They didn't know anything about it. They just thought I was really good at deciphering these signals. If you're really going to go to town for Michigan, wouldn't that be the thing that you say?
Yeah, I would think that's one of the many ways you could do this without making yourself look like a bigger douche nozzle than what he did.
Don't even talk.
Dude.
Don't even give the interview.
I don't understand. Here's why he did the interview. I'm guessing Connor Stalions did is because he realizes he has achieved what he wanted to, which was help Michigan win a national championship. And then he realized he kind of, I don't want to say got sold out a little bit by the program, but they were the ones who all said, if anybody did anything, and we're not even saying they did, but if they did, it was all this rogue weirdo that did it. No one else. Look at the vacuum cleaner guy. We don't even know about this guy. He's so off the radar for us. Never mind the fact that in this documentary, they show Jim Harbaugh giving him, was it a game ball or some award after a game saying, thanks, Connor. Great job scouting the opposition and knowing all their signals. Jim Harbaugh knew. Everybody knew what was going on. But Connor Stalions probably now is realizing I never got the recognition for what I did. And people now think I'm the dirtbag. This is a guy who retired from the military. I'm quite sure his honor and integrity is very important to him. Regardless of if he lives his life that way, he still wants the perception that he's a truthful guy. So I'm guessing that's why he went on this show, was to basically say, I didn't do any of this. Everything you saw with Michigan was above board.
But it's laughable. You're on tape.
I know
multiple schools have come forward saying we have credit card receipts.
Yeah.
We know why you did this. It makes no sense to me. It's almost like the entire Michigan program went to the same media consultant who helped out R. Kelly. Because if you listen to Jim Harbaugh, I didn't do anything. Wasn't me.
Yeah.
You listen to Connor Stalions, advanced scouting. Sharon Moore, text messages. Well, you know what? If I did delete them, I'm looking forward to them coming out.
Yeah,
what are you talking? You deleted 50 text messages for no reason whatsoever?
He just does that randomly all the time. How many of us don't randomly just delete text streams because we're just, I don't know, because we're doing nothing wrong?
They almost turn it around. Like, why are you even asking me about the deleted text messages? What's in your text messages?
if you've ever struggled with the definition of gaslighting, watch this as an Ohio State fan who believes who believes your eyes and every piece of evidence that's come out about this, and then go, am I crazy? Because they're acting like not only did they not do it, they're acting like Ohio State somehow was the lawyer said it, right? Connor Stalions' lawyer was like, in fact, you should look at Ohio State, who probably leaked all this stuff. That's the injustice, NCAA. Go after them. And it's like,
this documentary, for some reason, talks to this Buckeye fan in disguise known as Bro-Hio.
Right.
He's got like a ski mask on and goggles. What the hell are we doing here?
I don't know.
This is ridiculous.
I don't know. That's also stupid.
And I struggle with that term gaslighting because I think it's used too much, but that's what this was.
No,
that's what this was.
If you don't know the origin of that term, it literally comes from, I believe, either a book or a movie from the 40s where a woman whose husband wants to divorce her convinces her that she is crazy by turning the gas up and down on the lamps, and she'll walk into rooms and go, isn't it darker in here than when I just walked through here earlier?
What's
and he
the
goes,
matter with you?
You're insane.
You're out of your mind.
Yeah, and he's doing it to purposely mess with her, to throw her off so that he can, I think, get her labeled as crazy or whatever it is. And that's the genesis of that term, and that is what it feels like Michigan is doing right now. Where you're like, doesn't it seem like they're cheating? And Michigan's like, cheating? You're the who smelt it, dealt it. It's like, no, you don't reverse Uno card cheating. That's not how it works.
All right, if you want to torture yourself, go watch the thing. What's it called?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Untold is what it is. Untold Connor Stalions. Enjoy. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
What else are we doing today?
I don't know.
Not more of that crap, though.
No, but
R.I.P. Dedicate the show.
Don't annoy yourself with that. Don't watch it if you don't have to.
Dedicate the show to professional wrestler Psycho Sid, a.k.a. Sid Justice, Sid Vicious, dies at the age of 63.
Legendary wrestler. I believe he was billed as being like 6'10".
He was a large man.
guy.
I don't know if he was 6'10", but he was large.
Who was he? He was paired with someone else in WCW, if I'm not mistaken. And those two guys were they like it wasn't the Natural Disasters, but they had like some name where they were like huge. It was two large men. And he was a tag team in that.
That was the name of it.
Two large men.
Two large men.
Two large men in a pizza shop. No, but then afterward, he left, I think, to go to WWE or somewhere else, WWF at the time. And his replacement in that tag team was Mark Callum, who eventually became the guy we all know as The Undertaker nowadays. So
Mark Calloway.
Well, what did I say? Callum?
Yeah.
That's not right. Mark Calloway, yes.
Also, Mark Callus. It's on your foot.
Mean Mark Callus, he went by, though, too. Yeah.
That's what it
Yeah.
was. That was the name he went by in that time. Anyway, yeah, so he had a tie to Undertaker as well, oddly enough.
All right, Dabo Swinney is upset. I'm going to tell you why coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got some slower traffic on eastbound 70 on the west side between Mount Street and 315. And there's also a slowdown if you need to use eastbound 70 downtown between the 71 West Split and Livingston Avenue. This report is sponsored by Audible. Why not escape the traffic with Audible? Immerse yourself in new worlds, stories, and ideas with an incredible selection of audiobooks, podcasts, and originals. There's more to imagine when you listen. Sign up for a free trial at audible.com. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is brought to you by Roosters. Roosters is giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. We're talking tickets, sideline passes, a trip for two to Oregon, and more. Register today and every day at roosterswings.com.
Right now at the Ram, make this the summer event. Well-qualified lessees get a low-mileage lease on the 2025 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab, 4x4 for $549 a month for 42 months, with $3,640 due at signing. Tax, title, license extra, no security deposit required. Call 1-877-RAM-5722 for details. Requires dealer contribution and lease through Stellantis Financial. Extra charge for miles over 35,000. Not all customers will qualify. Residency restrictions apply. Take delivery by September 3rd, 2024.
Welcome to Nada Yada Island.
This season on Nada Yada Island.
You were charging your phone? I waited hours for you.
That's how long it takes.
Join Metro and get a free Motorola Edge that'll charge for the day in 15 minutes. At Metro, there's no activation fees. Only at Metro by T-Mobile. Bring your number ID and sign up for Metro Flex Plus plan. Offer not available if at T-Mobile or have been with Metro in the past 180 days. Requires 68-watt charger sold separately. Actual performance will vary.
Hey, it's Anthony for the Good Feet store. 3 words for me, pain-free summer. Spent probably 30 hours walking around the Memorial Tournament and felt awesome with my personal arch supports from the Good Feet store in my everyday kicks. Sure, every now and then we all get random foot pain from pickleball or golf or just being a human being. Having my personally fit arch supports in my shoes has made a massive difference. And even right after I put them in, didn't take long to feel much more supported and aligned, and it's so easy to just move them into any pair. Before I had them, I dreaded being on my feet for any length of time. Well, you have nothing to lose but the pain, as they say. It's a free fitting and test walk. Try them for yourself. See the difference it can make. It did for me. And best of all, you can wear them home. 2 locations on Polaris Parkway and Stringtown Road, or schedule an appointment at goodfeet.com. The Good Feet store, America's arch supports experts.
Much like a vampire, we need to be invited into your house. But once we're in, we never leave. Listen to The Fan on your Alexa or Google Home smart speaker. Just say play 97.1 The Fan and prepare to be amazed. Do it now.
At Kroger Pharmacy, CARE is making it easy to get vaccinated. CARE is helping you stay protected from flu, COVID, and RSV. Seasonal vaccines are available 7 days a week with evening hours. CARE is giving you a shot at staying healthy this season. Walk in whenever is best and get multiple vaccines in one visit at your local Kroger Pharmacy. So come and get the protection you need while protecting those around you. Kroger Health, a world of care is in store. Visit Kroger.com/vaccines for more. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See site for details.
Driving this summer in a new Honda. Act now during Honda's summer event to save thousands with low 1.9% financing. Full inventory is here. Cars, SUVs, trucks, vans, and hybrids. With hybrids, the battery charges as you drive. Don't miss Honda's summer event with big savings on gas or hybrid, like the 2024 Honda Ridgeline. Now with low 1.9% financing. Search your local Honda dealer. See dealer for financing details. For well-qualified buyers. Offer ends 9/3/24.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Do you have foot pain? Foot pain is not normal regardless of your age or job. Podiatric physicians are the most qualified doctors to care for your feet and can provide important foot care solutions or shoe inserts to better manage foot pain. Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association podiatric physicians are located throughout the state and are dedicated to providing the highest quality foot and ankle care. We've been serving the profession and the public for over 100 years. For more information or to find a member of the Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association near you, visit ohiofoot.org.
Need to hire quality candidates fast? You need Indeed. Our video interview tool makes it easy and effortless to meet with candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Man, is it hot out there today or what? Going 98 degrees for the high. Heat indices closer to 105. Just as hot tomorrow, going sunny with a high around 97. The difference, though, between today and tomorrow is that I do expect a few late day showers or thunderstorms on Wednesday. I'm meteorologist Dylan Robichaud with your 10 TV weather impact forecast on 97.1 The Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
We did the math. Common Man has hosted over 5,000 shows on The Fan. 3 of them have been halfway decent. Here's Man and Bone.
Teddy?
Yes.
This ain't one of them.
I know it's not. Already having problems.
This dumb show brought to you by the Hinder Motor Company. We have Inside the NFL coming up at 3:48. Rapid Fire in the 4 o'clock hour. Game show in the 5 o'clock hour. What's the game this week?
We're doing How Big Is This Band? Where I'll explain more later. How big is this band? I give you a
Height
band
in inches.
Yes, their combined weight is what we're looking for.
Dabo Swinney had his first coaches show, radio coaches show last night. It's called Tiger Sports Hour with Dabo Swinney. It aired 8 o'clock last night. There was one change, though, from previous years. Dabo did not take phone calls. Now, if you remember, last season, Clemson started 4-4. Dabo took a very angry call on his coach's show, went about 3.5 minutes, questioned why he was making so much money for a mediocre record, why you lost to NC State, blah, blah, blah. Dabo goes off on this dude and says, you're part of the problem, and we won 11 games last year. Look, I don't care if Dabo takes calls on his show. Quite frankly, it's probably a better show if he doesn't. But he had a line in that little rant that I think we should all use. One day, Fish, or whoever his replacement is, will call me into his office and say, you know what, Common Man used to have some good ratings, but I guess the peepee's no working anymore. The jokes, the fart noises, it's all passé. Because these ratings here, they're not matching what we're paying you. And what you say to your boss whenever he pulls you in, he or she, questions the work that you've handed in. What you should say is, what we have here is a situation of the expectation is greater than the appreciation. That was Dabo's line to this caller.
Yeah.
You're part of the problem because the expectation is greater than the appreciation. Yeah, who cares what I'm doing now?
Why can't you just love me for being awesome and not have expectations going forward based on my awesomeness?
I mean, sure, we're 4-4 and we lost to NC State, and I pretend like the transfer portal doesn't exist. All that's true, but appreciate me.
Right. Yeah. Why don't you worship at my feet for how awesome I've been in my past? Not currently the crap I'm making you watch as a fan where you have high expectations and we're 500. Now, they did go after that rant, after that whole Tyler from Spartanburg
and it's
call,
all because of him.
Well, they went on a run. And so they were bowl eligible. They didn't obviously make the playoffs or anything, but they had a better season than it looked like they were going to when they were 4-4, which is disappointing because I got to tell you, today, well, actually it was before today, but I've reminded of it today, my vow that I made earlier this offseason, which is this. I am hoping to watch every Clemson game I can physically see. I presume they will all be on TV.
Why?
Because I want to watch Dabo Swinney lose as often as possible. He is probably my number one. Now that Nick Saban's gone, we need a new villain. And Jim Harbaugh, we also lost as a villain for our sports watching. He's in the NFL. You can go watch Chargers games, I guess, you want to root against him. And we can still obviously root against Michigan, but we're always going to do that. From a Alabama standpoint, we used to hate Nick Saban. He earned that hatred. There's no one else like that right now in college football.
Stop. There's plenty of people to hate in college football.
Like Nick Saban?
Well, not like
that
Nick
level?
Saban, but I'm
Well,
like, you throw a stick.
I'm saying next down the line for me in college football after Nick Saban was Dabo Swinney. Personally, because of just, I think he's a goober, but then also because of all the times he's taken shots at Ohio State. Remember he voted us, 11th that year, right? Like all that stuff. And he is just a complete dope, in my opinion, who thinks his crap doesn't smell.
You know, if you're watching Clemson, you may be watching the CW. Isn't that where they have their package? Maybe
I believe so.
Tom Brenneman's calling some of those games?
I believe so. Thom is back.
He is. Thom is back.
Thom's back and doing things from all accounts. Made amends for all the,
Hey, I got no problem with it. Thom was a genuine person to me when he apologized.
Yes, I think the apology, especially, I have seen this happen plenty of times where people have apologized for something and they're like, yeah, I'm going to show up at a Boys and Girls Club for an hour and say, is that enough? Can I have my job back? He apparently went and really dove into trying to be a better person and learning about where his faults were on this thing.
It would have been
Good for
very
him.
easy for him to initially apologize, and then when he found out he was fired and all this other stuff, and it seemed like the apology was going nowhere, to just, run to a guy like Dan Dockich and say, can you believe they canceled me?
Yeah.
And he never did that.
He could have gone to outkick the coverage and been like another one of those guys. But instead, he actually tried to learn and grow from his mistakes. What a wild concept.
NFL owners will vote today in favor of allowing private equity firms to be a minority partner in ownership groups. In essence, it allows principal owners to use even less of their real money to own an NFL team. Now, the NFL will say, well, this is necessary because the valuations on these teams are so high now. And, there's only so many rich people. I mean, they can't afford to buy it all by themselves. So they have to have partners to come in and invest in the team and supply them with hundreds of millions of dollars in free liquid cash so they don't have to use their own.
Yeah. Reminder that the NFL is a collection of the owners. Roger Goodell has done a good job of making us forget that, that's what he represents. It's not it is its own separate. There's a league office that is Roger Goodell and all the people he hires, right? But they're hired based on how well they're going to do for the owners who employ Roger Goodell. So essentially, by this bylaw being passed, that is the NFL saying, we are voting on who is allowed to give us more money and how they are allowed to do so, right? Mm-hmm. That's more or less what it is. If your HOA had a rule that said, sorry, you're not allowed to accept, drug money when someone buys a house in this neighborhood. But if everybody in the house is getting offers from, drug kingpin, then eventually they might say, you know what? That's a stupid rule. Let's get rid of it.
Well, now that NFL owners can, sell part of their team to a private equity group and they'll have all this extra liquid cash. I would assume this would also mean they would stop asking local governments for loans and money to build stadiums, right? No? They're still going to do that? Still moving to Brook Park?
Good. Yeah, they're going to have... I can't wait for the next... Again, it won't come up for a while, but when the Players Association comes back and is like, hey, you've expanded the season now to 27 games, and we were thinking maybe you should pay the players a little bit more for that, and they come back and go, guys, we're basically poor as it is. I mean, I don't know if you know this, but our NFL teams are barely breaking even. That's going to be laughable now with this ruling that everyone will forget about when that comes up.
Good Morning Football during the offseason because it's just too expensive to put that show on year-round.
Oh, yeah. I do wonder. I'm sure they are not connected, but in my little pea brain, I do feel like they were like, how can we get people to ignore that we're actually going to get to print more money than anybody's ever printed in their lives?
Let's talk about how our network doesn't make any money.
Bingo. Great job.
About that.
Raj, good idea. Let's go with that.
Ryan Day with his weekly presser today. You're going to hear from the coach coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You're going to run into a 5-minute delay on northbound 71 on the north side between 670 and 11th Avenue. And expect some slower traffic on westbound 670 between 71 and 3rd Street. This report is sponsored by eBay Motors. eBay Motors is here for the ride with the parts you need at the prices you want. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they're guaranteed to fit your ride the first time, every time, or your money back. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Green & Sons. Family owned and operated for over 45 years. Green & Sons will help you find your next Kubota tractor. Located in Mount Sterling and north of Marysville. And online at greenandsons.com.
Ohio, ready for some quick mental health facts? Let's go. Nearly 2 million Ohioans live with a mental health condition. In the U.S., more than 50% of people will be diagnosed with a mental illness in their lifetime. Depression is a leading cause of disability worldwide. So why are some of us still stigmatizing people living with a mental health condition when we know all of this? Let's listen to the facts and beat the stigma. Ohio, challenge what you know about mental health at beatthestigma.org.
Find savings to celebrate this Labor Day with one stop at Meijer. Pick up fresh from Meijer 80% lean ground beef family pack for $2.99 per pound, limit 5. And fresh from Meijer family pack boneless, skinless chicken breasts for $2.49 per pound. Get a large whole seedless watermelon for $3.99. Meijer chips 3 for $5. And buy 5, save $5 on some additional Labor Day must-haves. Get everything you need to celebrate the holiday and save. Exclusions apply. See all deals in-store or in the Meijer app.
There's something about country music that's just so easy. Like a Bud Light. Simple stories, soulful melodies, and lyrics that refer to drinking a Bud Light in the sun. So keep it easy. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Bud Light. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hey, Buckeye fans, ready for the chance to win one of 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences? As the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, Roosters is kicking off an incredible giveaway you won't want to miss. We're talking tickets, sideline passes, a trip for two to the Oregon game, and exclusive access to the Ryan Day Coaches Show. Go to roosterswings.com to register and see all the details. 3 drawings, 12 winners. Register today and every day. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
It's the summer sell down at Performance. Get up to $16,000 off MSRP on new 24 Jeep Wranglers and Grand Cherokees during the Make This the Summer of Jeep event. Performance, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Georgesville, and Delaware.
Not valid on previous sales. Cannot combine offers. Must take delivery from dealer stock 8/20 to 8/31/24.
NFL action on Friday? You bet your sweet Pippi. Catch the Packers and Eagles live from Brazil. The fun starts Friday, September 6th on ESPN Columbus. Where's that? The Fans HD2 or 1460 AM.
Sponsored by Roosters.
Your home of the NFL. The Fan.
You reach James. Leave a message.
Hey, it's Annie from Chase. Congrats again on the new home to you, Alina, and baby Maya. So happy she gets a big new nursery.
House hunting? On average, homebuyers save more in mortgage fees with Chase compared to a non-bank. We're with you all the way home. Chase, make more of what's yours. Visit chase.com/way home. Source, 2022 Home Mortgage Disclosure Act. Loan application register. Home lending products subject to credit and property approval. Rates and program terms subject to change. Other restrictions apply. Member FDIC. Equal housing opportunity.
Direct auto insurance is for uncompromisers. Like Matt. When his old car insurance got so expensive, do you think he walked until his sneakers wore out? No, because he found savings with Direct Auto so he could drive instead of compromise. With savings of up to 25% on state minimum coverage, you too can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a free quote at directauto.com or a store near you. Savings vary, terms apply. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
Have you lost Ohio Medicaid? At healthcare.gov, you can find a low-cost, quality health plan.
Do plans cover doctor visits?
What about emergency care?
And prescriptions?
All covered and more. Plus, with the new law, 4 out of 5 customers can find a plan for $10 or less per month with financial help. Healthcare.gov is here for you. Enroll today for coverage starting the 1st of next month. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
I need a small order of sheet metal to repair something in the shop. It's not much, but can you help me out?
At Metal Supermarkets, no order is too small.
Wait, really?
Yep.
What about small home projects?
Yep.
For a car I'm working on?
Yep.
Any kind of metal?
Yep.
Cut to size?
Yep.
With no minimum order?
Yep.
How about 1,000 cut pieces of aluminum flat bar?
Yep. Choose from over 8,000 types, shapes, and grades of metal in any quantity you need. And yes, we're serious. Any metal, any size, ready fast. Locally owned on Wilson Road.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Does excessive amounts of Prozac make your sack droop down to your knees? Asking for a friend. My friend's name is Mike. Back to Droopy Sack and T-Bone.
Droopy Sack and T-Bone are so glad you've tuned in. 3 hours a day, every single day. Now, T-Bone's going to sell you something.
Well, man, I mean, the phrase literally is, hey, at least you have a roof over your head. But what if you don't? What if you're in a house, you have the roof, and then the roof, something's wrong with it. You don't want to let that linger for 6 weeks, not get it fixed. You want to call Able Roof. They will get the job done in one day. 24-hour turnaround on most jobs. Done in a day, good for a lifetime. That's why they've been voted the #1 roofing company in Columbus for 22 years in a row through Consumer Choice Awards. Right now, they've still got this deal. I can't believe they're still doing it, but they are, and it's awesome. No payments, no interest until 2026, and up to $1,000 on a new roof, siding, and windows. All of that when you call Able Roof today. 614-444-ROOF to get your roof with no interest, no payments till 2026, whole year plus from now. 614-444-ROOF for the best roofing in Columbus, Able Roof.
We'll get to Ryan Day here in a second. I do want to read the fan poll today, 971thefan.com, also on our Twitter feed. Where does Cucho rank among the greatest players in Crew history? Here are your choices. Best ever, top 5, top 10, or outside the top 10 because I'm really stupid and racist against Colombians. I added that in, but who the hell is, first of all, who the hell's choosing 3 or 4?
No,
that's dumb.
He's top 5, no question. And I think, look, I have been a Crew fan as long as pretty much the team has existed. I watched Brian McBride in his heyday. I watched Guillermo Barros Schelotto. I watched Federico Higuain, Pipa.
Frankie
Haydick, Lucas El Rayon, Mike Clark. I could just name names. Stern John is the guy that Crew fans talk about because he only played here 2 years, and when he played, it was like a goal every game. And the only player I had ever seen that is like Cucho in that way was Stern John, where you could pretty much, him and Brian McBride were the guys you went to and said, I bet he gets a goal today, and you're not wrong more often than not. Cucho is every bit of that in a league that is probably 10 times better than it was when those guys played. So as far as best player ever, that's a lot more nuanced because different positions require different things. Darlington Nagbe could be one of the greatest players in Crew history, too. He plays a position where you don't score goals, so people don't notice it as much. But as far as the best forward that's ever played for the Crew, to me, no doubt about it. Cucho Hernandez is that guy. He is the best we've ever had in Columbus.
All right, Ryan Day. It is Tuesday of game week, which means it's Ryan Day presser day. Here is the coach talking about what's going to make a successful week one.
It's not easy, but it's simple. You want as many guys to grade out a champion as possible, 80% or more. And you've heard me talk about that before, but sometimes the best answers are the simple ones. Guys, you grade it out, either you did your job or you didn't, 80% or higher. And then that we are the hardest playing team in the country. I mean, that's really, I know nothing's going to be perfect. It's a start. But if our identity is going to be the hardest playing team in the country and we're going to be giving unbelievable effort, we have to put that on film. We got to grade out over 80%. And we got to play really, really hard. And that's what I mentioned to the staff today. And that's what we're going to talk about here in the team meeting at 2:30. And that's what we're going to, really be echoing out through all the week and then hold them accountable on Saturday. And then come in Sunday, identify what went well, what didn't go well, and continue to bang that drum. Also knowing that we're going to have to enhance our scheme as the season goes on.
All right, there's two things I want to point out, too. I'm looking at my little screen here, and it says Ryan Day, then it says what he's talking about. For example, that one said, what will make a successful week one?
Sure.
The one right next to it says Ryan Day on helmet communication. The first time I read that, I thought Ryan Day was calling 90s rock band Helmet on the phone just to talk to him. The one right behind that, they want to leave No Doubt this season, but for some reason, No Doubt is capitalized.
Oh.
Like the concert. Like he's like, I want to hear Spiderwebs and then nothing else. I'm leaving this No Doubt concert.
Gwen Stefani's like, but we have more songs. He's like, I don't care. I want to leave this No Doubt concert right now.
Chip Kelly's calling plays. Will he be on the field? Will he be in the box? Here you go.
His plan is to be up in the box. And, I think for him, being able to get organized up there, he's got the tablet up there, he's got his call sheet up there. He can really, be clean after every series. I think that's one of the things, too, that he and I were even talking about is that when you're on the sideline and you're the head coach, you have your call sheet, but it's hard to, get your next series ready when you're doing all these other things. When you're up there, you got a desk, you can sit down, you can get your thoughts organized for the next series. You can go through everything, you can communicate well. And so that's going to be his plan. Tim Drebno will be up in the box with him, Billy Fessler, and Tony Johnson on offense.
Can we edit out Ryan Day's big saliva gulps?
Yeah, I agree with you.
Anyway.
Also, football coaches talk in weird ways because
he stays clean up there. Chip Kelly's got a BO
after
problem.
every series, he can be clean. He can go get a shower.
Wash his Sackie.
Like, I know what he means is like he can get out of that. He can refresh his mind. He can get back focused on what needs to be done.
Yes.
But that's a term in a way of speaking that football coaches now are just like, oh, yeah, they're really clean out there. He's really clean.
Him too. Former Phillies slugger Ryan Howard. Ryan Day talking about what he expects from Will Howard.
There we go.
On Saturday.
Yeah, we want him to run the team and be clean, get us in and out of the huddle, get us up to the line of scrimmage, be sharp, take care of the football. You've heard me say the term, make the routine plays routinely, play well in third down, red zone in 2 minutes. I mean, that's what we're looking for out of our quarterback. But in particular, in that first game, it's, run a clean operation. That's ball security, that's cadence, that's communication, the new headset and how we're doing that. And, we are going to be huddling some and those type of things. Not all the time, but that's a little bit different. And, how are we converting on third downs and, all those things, sideline adjustments. So it's getting into the game, getting a feel for it and playing clean. That's what we're looking for.
I tell you, cleans the drinking game, guys. Take a drink.
Teddy, Teddy knows this better than anyone. Do we ever go through and pre-listen to these to go,
No.
let's play this one,
No,
that one, and that
I have
one?
no idea what he's
We
gonna say.
never listen to these to see if there's a running theme or a joke we can make. No, we're just sitting here going, play clean, be clean. Chip Kelly's clean. Derek Dooley's going to show you how to wash so you can be clean. Like, what are we doing?
Todd, you've been out there, man.
I got it, but man, there's something on his mind.
All right, here is Ryan Day talking about having iPads on the sidelines. Yes, college football has technology on the sidelines this season.
Oh, my.
Here's Ryan Day talking about
But
it.
I think the communication in game will be very, very important in identifying what's gone on in the last series. We did that in the stadium the last 2 Saturdays. We were able to go through and see what it would look like at halftime, what it would look like during the game, up in the booth, on the sideline. And, you have an ability to tag certain plays on your side of the ball so that you can all get to it at the same time, identify what those things are, and then make corrections or identify what scheme things are going on. So I think you're going to see, a little bit more in-game adjustments than maybe previously. But, other than that, I mean, football's still football. That's not changing.
All right, you want more Ryan Day? You want to move on to Jim Knowles? Because Jim Knowles, of course, spoke today, too.
Does he talk about having anything clean? Maybe his tablet is clean. We'll find out. Let's listen to Jim Knowles.
Well, hold on a second. Somebody else wants to talk about clean.
Go ahead.
Dude, I crushed you in the cleans and I crushed you in the snatch.
Thank you, Spiels.
Yeah, hey, man, we're just trying to run a clean program. Clean is
All right,
the name of the game. Mr. Clean.
Jim Knowles talking about the defense playing fast.
I would say the ability to play fast, because when you know what to do, it allows you to play faster. On-field adjustments, that they can make because they understand the defense. But really, you just want to see guys playing fast because they know what to do. That's critical.
Are they pumping nitrous into the Woody this week? They all sound a little...
Well, they've all been, running probably for 20 hours straight for the last 3 weeks. All these coaches, they're probably not sleeping. They need to, hydrate, maybe get some food. I don't know. Get a shower, stay clean. We know that.
Stay clean.
Zest. I hope Zest Soap is sponsoring.
Clean.
I hope they're sponsoring the football team this year. Get some NIL, please.
All the news and notes you need as we go inside the NFL coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan. Clean.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
Watch out for a slowdown on northbound 71 on the north side between 670 and 11th Avenue. And you're going to hit a couple-minute delay on southbound 315 from 670 west to Town Street. This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. It's Mattress Firm's best sale of the year, Labor Day sale. Save up to $900 on select adjustable mattress sets from Stearns & Foster, Tempur-Pedic, and Sealy. Plus, get up to a $300 instant gift for pillows and more. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Dormar, your pilot hero.
Dormar can be there today, guaranteed. Visit them at dormarhvac.com.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone for my crew at Valley Ford of Columbus. Looking for a back-to-school ride for your kid? A quality used truck for work? Well, Valley makes pre-owned vehicle shopping easy with certified pre-owned Ford Blue Advantage cars, trucks, and SUVs. All of them feature a minimum 139-point inspection, and they're backed by a 14-day or 1,000-mile money-back guarantee. Get the peace of mind with a pre-owned Ford from Valley. Great selection, great people. Keep on trucking at Valley Ford of Columbus.
Return in 14 days or 1,000 miles, whichever comes first. From original sales date and mileage on bill of sale and returned in same condition as sold. See Valley for all details.
Welcome to Nada Yada Island.
This season on Nada Yada Island.
You were charging your phone? I waited hours for you.
That's how long it takes.
Join Metro and get a free Motorola Edge that'll charge for the day in 15 minutes. At Metro, there's no activation fees. Only at Metro by T-Mobile.
Bring your number ID and sign up for Metro Flex Plus plan. Offer not available if at T-Mobile or have been with Metro in the past 180 days. Requires 68-watt charger sold separately. Actual performance will vary.
I'm Rick Julius, a partner at Cordell & Cordell. As a business owner in today's economy, it's your job to anticipate constant market changes. But what do you do in the event of a divorce? Your assets and finances are scrutinized. Years of hard work building a business are on the line. This is not business as usual. You need an experienced partner you can count on for help. We're Cordell & Cordell.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Columbus area attorneys. 10 West Broad Street, Suite 1550, Columbus, Ohio, 43215. CordellCordell.com.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go.
The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. mycomputercareer.edu. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including the GI Bill.
Morning Juice.
Understanding how the score is being kept is very critical. First time I was playing craps, I didn't understand it. I thought I won and I actually lost, and that was a terrible feeling.
Morning Juice.
Sponsored by Affinity Whole Health.
Weekday mornings at 6. The Fan.
The Columbus Men's Clinic opened in 2014 for guys who get it done. Let's talk, fellas. You solve problems all day at work. You fix your sink when it's broken, but when it comes to ED and low T, it doesn't get done. We get it. You hate going to the doctor, but you're the guy that fixes things. At the Columbus Men's Clinic, there's nothing to fear and no reason to delay. We've been destroying bedroom boredom for a decade. So if you haven't fixed this, call us. When the pills fail, call us. If you feel like you've tried everything, call us. Here, there's hope. From the conventional to the next level. You'll be seen by our friendly, discreet physician who will take the time to listen. Imagine finally taking care of this with no surgery. Imagine going from feeling gray to living life in vibrant color. It's time to be confident. Join the thousands of guys who have found success after walking through our doors. Will you be one of them? Dial 614-300-7400 or go to columbusmensclinic.com to schedule a $99 male performance consultation, including blood work. Do it for you. Do it for her. columbusmensclinic.com. Book your appointment now.
Common Man here for Jermaine Lexus of Dublin and Easton. Back to school time. Your kids probably have fancy friends. Isn't it about time you gave them a ride to be proud of? Actually, hell with the kids. Treat yourself to a new Lexus. Right now, it's the Golden Opportunity Sales Event with rates as low as 2.99% on ES, NX, and RX, as well as great lease payments. I've been a Jermaine customer for years, even before I started doing the commercials. If you're in the market, please stop in. Jermaine Lexus of Dublin and Easton. JermaineLexus.com.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Here, care is where you need it. With over 350 primary care providers in Central Ohio, expert care is minutes away. See how we care for all of you at mountcarmelforyou.com.
Want to know anything about the Fans contest, how to win, or what's up for grabs? Check out 971thefan.com. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
If Biggie Size was a radio show, this would be it. This is Common Man and T-Bone.
Hey, please subscribe to the dumb podcast of this show. It's available wherever you get your podcast. Just search Common Man and T-Bone. Click subscribe. Every single show comes right to your device free of charge. The podcast is brought to you by our friends Care Heating and Cooling. Speaking of audio things and people talking to me, I was on the Audible app today because I like to listen to the books on tape.
Mm-hmm.
Audio books for those who are born in this century.
It's funny that we still call them that because you're right. They are audiobooks, but I also call them books on tape, though I've never listened to a book actually on physical tape.
You know who's got a book coming out this fall in October that I'm very excited to read, and I also saw that it's read by the author.
Who's that?
Barefoot Contessa.
Oh, yes.
Ina Garten, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Don't tell Jeffrey.
I've got a book coming out.
Store-bought's fine.
But that can be our little secret. She can put me to sleep every night listening to that.
Well, that's the thing is that people just be driving in the car, driving off the road into a ditch.
Yes, but they'll have a warm feeling as they plunge to their death.
It's like when Tucci was narrating his own book. I almost fell asleep while I was driving.
The Stanley Tucci book, is it called Taste?
Yes, and Tucci's got another book coming out this fall, too.
Oh, look at that.
That he also narrates. It's like everything he's eaten in a year.
Stanley Tucci is a great narrator, great actor. However, I've now seen him. I followed him on the gram and on TikTok, and he does these videos that have made me like him a little bit less.
Why?
Because he does these cooking videos. Now, number one, he's a very handsome guy. He's got his, nice wardrobe on.
He's always put together.
Yes. A very particular, nice kitchen, all this stuff. But he will have like an apron on, and let's say they're making like mussels, right? He'll have a bucket full of them, and he'll go, "Are you rolling?" Okay. So we have, Here we go. And it's like a bucket of mussels is sitting. There's no way to mistake where the food is. And he's like, where did I put the mussel? Oh, this giant bucket of them. And he's surprised by his kitchen.
Maybe that's his thing. Is that his shtick?
It has to be, because it is literally otherwise. He is the most clueless good cook I've ever seen in my life, because he will every video go, is it rolling? Are we on? Okay. We're making, what are they?
Whoever's
mussels.
editing these videos, hire him here at the Fan to cut some tape.
Oh, they get hundreds of thousands of views. Don't get me wrong. They're great.
All right, news and notes inside the NFL.
Common Man and T-Bone's Inside the NFL.
Sponsored by Atlas Butler Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Bone.
Well, man, today is a day where a lot of players are getting waived as we get down to 53-man roster land. And some of the names that you're seeing are names people are familiar with, so we're going to talk about them. Like wide receiver Kadarius Toney from the Chiefs. He obviously is one of the guys who delivered an iconic play in franchise history. His big punt return that got him almost down to the goal line in the Super Bowl a couple years ago when they beat the Eagles. Also scored a touchdown in that fourth quarter. He has been released by the Chiefs as of today, according to a source.
Wasn't he? I forget all about this now. Wasn't he bitching and moaning? He was inactive during the playoffs.
I think
this past season. He was on social media.
That does sound right.
All this stuff runs together.
Yeah, I know. Meanwhile, though, the Chiefs did decide to retain Mecole Hardman, another guy who's also had big moments in Super Bowls. It's almost like when Pat Mahomes is throwing to you and you're playing in Super Bowls, you can have big moments, but they're all Pat Mahomes moments in a way. In either case, Mecole Hardman will make the team. He is one of 7 wide receivers on the initial roster. Now, of course, some of these guys that get cut or released could also make the practice squad and soon be right back with the team, depending on, other cuts that are made or injuries that happen the next couple weeks. So who knows? Just keep an eye on that. That was one name, that stuck out to me. Another name that I saw that was a bit interesting, Martavis Bryant, cut by the Washington Commanders. Now, you might remember that name and say, hasn't he been out of football for a while? The answer is yes.
He's trying to make a comeback, right?
Yeah, he has been trying to make a comeback with the Commanders. He had apparently a fairly good camp. He has not played in a game since 2018. He was suspended indefinitely in 2018 for violating the substance abuse policy of the NFL. Last season, he got reinstated, then spent 2 months with the Dallas practice squad. Think about 2018 to last year. I mean, the amount of time that is for someone to eventually be able to make a comeback. This is the wildest thing about this little comeback that now is stalled, but he still may end up playing on an NFL roster. We don't know. 6'4", 211-pound Bryant ran a 40-yard dash in 4.42 seconds before the 2014 draft when he was taken. They say that he has retained the speed.
All right.
That, if he's even 90% of that, that's incredible after a 6-year layoff and after having been drafted 10 years ago. If you're still running 4.42s or somewhere in the 4.4s, let him live. But as of right now, he is still looking for a roster. But that was back in 2018 when he was suspended. He was a member of the Oakland Raiders. However, prior to that, he had caught a combined 145 passes, 2,138 yards, and scored 17 touchdowns in games with, obviously, the Steelers and also with the Raiders there. He also played in four postseason games where he had some decent numbers as well. Who else? Oh, the Patriots have cut quarterback Bailey Zappi. He gone. They have informed him that he will be waived. He finished the preseason 15 of 25 for 137 yards, no touchdowns, no picks, but only played 36 snaps. I shouldn't say only. He played 36 snaps in the opener, which was the most of anybody else. But Jacoby Brissett is there. Drake May is there. So he is not going to get the looks. He is not going to get the time. He has been waived. Who else did I see here? I was trying to find some more quarterback
I got a little
news.
tidbit for you.
Go ahead. There's one more I had, but go,
what is it?
Well, I'll find it while you're doing this.
The Commanders have a new stadium name. It was FedEx Field since it opened in 1999. Now it's Northwest Stadium.
Named after Kanye West's daughter.
That's exactly right. Northwest Federal Credit Union, that too, has signed an 8-year deal.
Wow.
So it's going to be Northwest Stadium.
All right. That won't be confusing at all. I'm sure we'll all get that just about 8 years into the deal when they change the name again. The thing I was going to tell you is The Giants have decided to do something they haven't done in a while, and that is keep 3 quarterbacks on the roster, which means Tommy DeVito gets to stay on. Yeah, he lives. He's on. He made it as the 3rd quarterback. They obviously have Daniel Jones as their starter. Drew Lock is the backup. And Lock signed a 1-year, fully guaranteed $5 million massive deal. Again, massive to you and me. Not massive to most quarterbacks or probably even a guy like Drew Lock, but still.
By the way, here is your daily reminder. Actually, we're going to get a sponsor for it. That Daniel Jones sucks.
Oh,
it's the Daniel Jones sucks segment of the show.
Do people need to be reminded?
Just telling. Some people do, I guess.
She was hurt last year. Come on, the offensive line was bad.
Okay. He sucks.
All right.
Something happened last night that's never happened before. Details next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
Expect a 10-minute delay due to an accident that's blocking the left lane on eastbound 670 at 3rd Street. Traffic is stop and go from 315. We also have an accident that's on the right shoulder of eastbound 670 after Neal Avenue, causing some holdup. This report is sponsored by Bank of America. Bank of America has powerful digital solutions for local and global businesses, so you can make every move matter. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. Bank of America NA copyright 2024. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Dormar, you're kind of hero.
Dormar can be there today, guaranteed. Visit them at dormarhvac.com.
Hey, Bobby Carpenter here for my friends at Affinity Whole Health. Affinity is the leader in testosterone and hormone replacement therapy, but they are also much more than that. They help men and women who are experiencing things like low energy, low libido, muscle loss, and weight gain. Turn it all around. You can feel amazing and live better, just like I can. It can be delivered right to your door, which is tremendous. Semaglutide for weight loss and testosterone and hormone replacement therapy for so much more. I've been a customer for years, and it works. Get started at feelgreatcolumbus.com.
We go to war for you.
At Schroeder Trial Attorneys, we don't back down.
Truck accident?
Call us today at 877-WAR-FOR-YOU or visit warforyou.com for a free consultation. Remember, results matter because we go to war for you. warforyou.com.
Common Man here for Care Heating and Cooling. Weather is unpredictable, but the inside of your home should be comfortable just the way you like it. And the best way to avoid those unnecessary surprises is with a care plan. See, with a care plan, you get priority service, system maintenance in case of an emergency. Just another way to give you and your family peace of mind. And maintaining your systems properly can help save you money. A properly maintained furnace and air conditioner run more efficiently, reducing your utility usage. Regular maintenance also prevents breakdowns and extends the life of your equipment. I'm on the care plan, and I'm quite the expert. I'll stop by and give your system a once-over. I will. Don't tempt me. I end every commercial the same way, telling you to hire Care when you need a company you can trust. It's not just the slogan. That's the Care creed. How about this? Lennox. They have thousands of dealers nationwide. HVAC royalty. Last year, Lennox gave Care their coveted Partner of the Year award because they're trusted by their customers and their partners. Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING or book an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com when you need a company you can trust.
Direct Auto Insurance is for uncompromisers, the people who refuse to make trade-offs in life. Like Kelly, when her old car insurance got so expensive that she couldn't afford to drive anymore, do you think she started carrying her groceries for miles? No. But she did find Direct Auto's savings that allowed her to drive instead of compromise. With savings of up to 25%, you too can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a quote today at directauto.com. Savings based on applied discounts and will vary. Terms apply. How you buy can affect price. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
Hey, it's Anthony here for my friends at Germain Honda of Dublin. Rich is rolling out all of his new Hondas at 2.9% up to 60 months. Just not including the Civic Si and Civic Type R, but all the other awesome new Hondas, 2.9%. You love certified? He has the dream deal. 0.99% APR for 36 months on the 23s and 24s, Civics, HRVs, CRVs, pilots, and passports. When you think Honda, you have to visit Germain Honda of Dublin, Sawmill Road, just south of 270.
Pop quiz. What's the best way to go back to school? With Giant Eagle and Market District, of course. From lunchbox favorites to fun after-school snacks, shop deals for school days and save on thousands of items throughout the store. Visit your local Giant Eagle or Market District today.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good afternoon. I'm Paul Keels as Ohio State gets ready to host Akron Saturday. Head coach Ryan Day at his weekly press conference today saying Sonny Styles will start at will linebacker, Tegra Shabola at right guard, and Jeremiah Smith will be amongst the starting wide receivers. He also made his comments on what he expects week one from quarterback Will Howard.
Yeah, we want him to run the team and be clean, get us in and out of the huddle, get us up to the line of scrimmage, be sharp, take care of the football. You've heard me say the term, make the routine plays routinely.
That'll be a 3:30 kick Saturday. Baseball, Cincinnati Reds announcing today that pitcher Nick Lodolo on the injured list with a finger injury. Reds host Oakland tonight. Cleveland Guardians at home with Kansas City. The Guardians' lead over the Royals has been trimmed to one game in the AL Central. This update brought to you by BMI Federal Credit Union, your best credit union 6 years in a row. 47 financial coaches to help you run your financial journey. Visit bmifcu.org/coach for more info. Breaking sports news when it happens on the Fan, Ohio sports destination.
The only thing scarier than Bones' analogies is man's browser history.
I'm sorry, man. I thought you want to see this.
This is Common Man and T-Bone.
Happy Tuesday. So glad you're here. 3 hours a day, every single day. Rapid fire. Coming up at 4:34. Game show in the 5 o'clock hour. It is about band trivia.
Yeah.
Something happened yesterday that's never happened before. Danny Jansen. He is Blue Jays turned Red Sox catcher Danny Jansen. Played for both teams in one game. Let me tell you how. So on June 26th, the Blue Jays and the Red Sox are playing. That game was suspended. Danny Jansen's in that game. So a suspended game means stats still count. They pick up the suspended game from when it was suspended at a later date. He's traded to the Red Sox. So now he's playing for the Red Sox. They resumed this game yesterday. Danny Jansen played in it. So the official box score will have Danny Jansen playing for both teams. That has never happened before in Major League Baseball history.
Which, first of all, the amount of times that you can say that, it does feel like every few months there's some other thing in baseball where it's like, you aren't going to believe this, but this thing last night has also never happened in Major League Baseball, which is crazy because the amount of games and years there are, and yet we still find occasionally things like this. I know Jason Stark has been very big on this Danny Jansen story because it is such a unique thing, and it's right up his alley. Ours, too. I like weird stuff like this. You know what makes this even weirder, Mike? Guess who's at bat was the one that the delay happened during?
It was him.
Danny Jansen was at the plate for the Blue Jays. And so when they resumed the game, he would be not on offense. He would be on defense for his team because that's what the Red Sox were doing. What position does he play? Catcher. So when the game restarted, he was catching the at-bat that he was in. Does that make sense? He was the hitter when the game ended.
I mean, it's bizarre.
And then
I follow
when
you.
the game resumed, they obviously put in a different player because Danny Jansen doesn't play for the Blue Jays, and behind the plate was the guy who previously was at bat. That is not that alone, just him being in the same game for two different teams, that's never happened. The fact that he caught his own at bat, I don't know if we'll ever see anything like this again.
I want to talk about the Kelceys in a second, making tons of money. I want to talk about this college football quarterback that is on like his fourth school. But first, I want to lighten it up.
Okay.
Now, I want you to follow me, okay? Because it's not going to seem like I'm lightening it up, but I am.
All right.
Mariah Carey says her mother and sister died on the same day.
Oh.
Yes.
Gosh.
They weren't like in an accident together, just unrelated things. They both just dropped dead on the same day.
That's horrible.
Very sad. Our condolences. Also, this.
Wait, what? Yeah, very sad. Our condolences.
Well, I'm just saying.
That seems like a story there.
I didn't know Mariah Carey. You know, but
I know, but
I'm just saying, very sad. Our condolences. Here's what struck me, though.
Okay.
Her sister, because I read the news story, her sister lived in a real place called Coxsackie, New York. Coxsackie.
No.
Yes.
No.
It's real. Let me tell you something.
You're not pronouncing it right.
I will say, then tell me how to say this. Coxsackie. Coxsackie.
Yeah, you're okay.
All right.
I'm not from there, obviously, but
I mapped it. It's right on the Hudson River.
Okay.
In upstate New York, Coxsackie.
What, is there like two people that live there?
There's 8,000 people that live in Coxsackie.
So there's probably like a Coxsackie high school?
I'm sure.
I mean, 8,000 people, that's probably enough for a high school.
The Fighting Sacks. It gets humid there. A little sticky in Coxsackie this time of year. Anyway, the town directly, so I mapped this. The town directly to the west of Coxsackie, maybe northwest officially, is called Climax. So you have Coxsackie and Climax together. I'm telling you, map it. If you think I'm kidding,
this is
go
great.
to Google Maps. R.I.P. Mariah Carey's sister. She lived in Coxsackie.
So really the story is there's a town called, I thought we were all on like somebody died, but really that's
somebody
just.
did die, but she lived in Coxsackie.
Okay. I'm looking up.
The word of the day, Teddy. Remember Pee-wee's Playhouse where they had the word of the day and everyone went, "Ah!" So every time I say Coxsackie, I expect you to say something or make a noise or pretend like you're alive over there. Can you talk so people know? What is this, Mr. Snurdly?
I was waiting for the word.
Coxsackie.
Ah! Yeah, there you go.
He's just a common man.
Did you map it?
I am looking at it.
It's real.
It's
and
a real
it's
town.
Spectacular.
You know what? It's not as okay. They have the school they have here. It does say Coxsackie Athens Middle School. That's what it's called. There's also apparently a correctional facility here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Max?
No.
Supermax Coxsackie?
No, it's like it's a small, it looks like
sounds like Japanese anime. Supermax Coxsackie.
No, it's not. I don't know. Here it is. It's boring. It's the New York State Department of Corrections Green Correctional Facility. Green is in Coxsackie, but it's not actually called the Coxsackie Prison.
I'm taking a Greyhound.
Oh, wait. I'm
on
wrong.
the Hudson River line.
I stand corrected.
I'm in a Coxsackie state of mind.
There is a correctional facility called Green. Right next to it is the Coxsackie Correctional Facility.
Nice.
Have your Coxsackies gone incorrect? That's why you need to go to the Coxsackie Correctional Facility.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a local youth turned astray.
My parents would always threaten me. I forget what town it was in. So I'm going to send you, because it was like a boys' reform school or something for troubled boys in the Chicago area. And it was in, like Barrington or something. Like, I'm going to send you to Barrington. Maybe like in New York, that's what the parents threaten their kids with. If you don't shape up, I'm going to send you to Coxsackie.
Now, I, of course, just picture everybody having like, hey, how you doing? Well, are you trying to go to Coxsackie? What are you trying to do to me?
I don't think Andrew Dice Clay lives in upstate New York where Coxsackie is. But
it's actually, here's what's really stupid about that. The like upstate New York accent sounds nothing like that. New Jersey sounds exactly like that, which is why this area that you're looking at, because now I'm on this map and I'm a little obsessed with it. This area is, pretty far away from New York. It's at least an hour or two north of New York City. However, I am quite sure, like, that's about as far away as my relatives are in New Jersey from New York City. And yet all of my relatives, be it my almost 80-year-old great aunt that is living still, she will talk like she is Andrew Dice Clay. But she will say things that Andrew Dice Clay would never say.
Jack and Jill went up the hill.
I'll say something like, yeah, we're going to go check out, we're going to go to New York City, go and check out. Oh, God, why do you want to go to New York City? It's terrible there. Oh, my God, it's horrible. And it's just like, what are you talking about? You sound like you drive a cab in New York City. What are you doing?
She's Chris Russo in a wig. By the way, hop in the YouTube chat. We're on YouTube. We're live. If you want to look at our ugly faces while we talk. Joshua's in the chat. I think he won the chat today.
What did he say?
He said Coxsackie just north of Taintsville.
That's good.
That's
good.
That's correct. Thank you.
I like it. It's the Catskills. It's
a vacation destination.
There's a town called Catskill. I presume that is where the Catskills are, or
that's right.
Okay, so it's
you
just
take a vacation to Coxsackie.
Just north of the Catskills, you find Coxsackie. Now I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find other towns. I was hoping for have you ever seen towns that are named Blewett? I've seen that a few places.
Yes.
I was hoping for a Blewett. There's no Blewett around here.
Mm-mm.
Nobody Blewett.
There's climax, though. I mean, what do you want?
I want more.
Okay. More. The Kelceys are making some money. So Travis Kelce, Jason Kelce have indeed reached new heights with their podcast. Signing a deal with Amazon's Wondery that is reportedly worth more than $100 million over 3 years.
Good thing. Again, good for them. God bless. They're getting all this money. You said that Wondery, which I've heard of, they do a lot of good podcasts, but they are owned by
Amazon.
Right. Good thing streamers are not in any way, shape, or form looking at their streaming services and going, we might be spending too much money on some of this stuff. Whatever. They're getting this money. Good for them.
Now, I would like to point out that when Bone told me about this story earlier, you said, I think half kidding, how do we get this show to sign that type of deal? And I said, well, one of us has got to start boning Taylor Swift. That's the answer. If that happens, we're going to get $100 million.
That's, first of all, it is true. This is our business, right? We work in radio, audio, podcasting. That's all together now, right? And so I was curious to see what happened to their listenership. What are the numbers like? Because, this station does really well. This station makes a lot of money. Mm-hmm. Mike, do you think this station has ever made, in your estimation, $100 million over a 3-year period?
No. I know what we used to bill. I don't know what we bill now. We used to bill about $12 to $13 million a year.
Right. What I'm saying is the amount of money these guys are making, they're making more than we are one of the bigger sports radio stations in the United States. They are making more money as a podcast, as a side project, than like our full-time jobs, and not just you and me, the whole radio station with dozens of people working here. All I'm saying is I was curious to find out what were their numbers like. What are they doing? And this is apparently a study done by a podcast research group that is known in the industry called Edison.
Where are they located?
Coxsackie.
That's correct. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. They said that as of December of last year, so, Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift started dating summer of last year. That became publicly known, right? They said in December, when they looked back at these numbers for that New Heights podcast, the numbers went up 4-fold from what they were prior to them dating to December. And their previous audience numbers, they had about a 70-30 split, 70% men, 30% women listening. They said now 4 times increase of audience size, and now their total audience is more than 50% women.
I believe it.
I mean, imagine how famous you have to be that Taylor Swift, this is the level she's at. She starts dating a guy who is already a big figure in the most popular sport in America. And that guy's fame was enhanced on his podcast 4 times over. And now he's making $100 million off this podcast, in part because it's good, but certainly in part because Swifties found it and were like, we like this. They only found it because they became interested after the two of them got hooked up.
All right, listen to me. Swifties, we love you.
We do.
Also, Billie Eilish fans, we love you. Make this the official podcast of Billie Eilish. I don't think she has a podcast. I think she's in league with the ladies now, so we can't date her. Not like she'd want to date us anyway.
What does that mean, in league with the ladies?
She's enjoying the company of the ladies.
Good for her.
That's what I said. I just said that.
I didn't know what you meant, in league with the ladies.
She's in league with them. She's.
You mean she's a lesbian?
I don't know if that's the term she uses.
Okay, all right.
I'm just saying right now.
Oh, all right.
She's hanging with the ladies, she says.
Her.
Maybe at some point she'll have a craving for sausage again. I don't know what to tell you.
I think she had a boyfriend.
She did.
Yeah.
But
okay,
you know
so
what?
she's bi.
Breaking news. Men are disgusting.
Yeah.
So she probably just said enough of this.
Yeah, whatever she is, let her live. That's not our call.
What I'm saying is, what do they call fans of Eilish? If Swifties are Swifties, what do they call Billie Eilish fans?
Coxsackies. No?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. No. I love Billie Eilish, my gal.
I'm going to say, I was in the Southwest once. They served a puffy taco. It was delicious.
What? I was going to say like the Billy Club. No,
stop.
It's a club.
She doesn't.
that loves
No
Billie.
phallic-shaped things.
No, what do you mean? Her name's Billie Eilish.
I know, but the club looks like something. She's not interested in that.
Okay.
Maybe a peach.
I don't know what she's into, and it doesn't matter.
Anyway, Billie Eilish fans, start listening to this show. We won't let you down, except every day when we do. Rick Pitino is known. Jesus. Rick Pitino is known for his sword play.
Oh.
Speaking of oblong objects, details
Coxsackie.
next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got some slower traffic that's causing a 10-minute delay if you're on southbound 315 from Lane Avenue to Town Street, and expect slower traffic on southbound 71 on the north side between Hudson Street and 11th Avenue. This report is sponsored by True Green. If you want a great-looking lawn next spring, now is the perfect time to get started, and nobody makes it easier or more affordable to get a green, healthy lawn than True Green. Sign up today for an annual plan and get 50% off one application. Visit truegreen.com today. Restrictions apply. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic sponsored by Pella Windows and Doors, voted by Columbus homeowners as the leading and most trusted window brand. Find out why at PellaColumbus.com or at their brand new Polaris showroom.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone for my crew at Valley Ford of Columbus. Looking for a back-to-school ride for your kid? A quality used truck for work? Well, Valley makes pre-owned vehicle shopping easy with certified pre-owned Ford Blue Advantage cars, trucks, and SUVs. All of them feature a minimum 139-point inspection, and they're backed by a 14-day or 1,000-mile money-back guarantee. Get the peace of mind with a pre-owned Ford from Valley. Great selection, great people. Keep on trucking at Valley Ford of Columbus.
Return in 14 days or 1,000 miles, whichever comes first. From original sales date and mileage on bill of sale and returned in same condition as sold. See Valley for all details.
Care Heating and Cooling. Honest technicians, honest pricing. Call 1-800-COOLING.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Twin Peaks Scratch Kitchen scores every time. Dig into hand-smashed burgers, chef-inspired flatbreads, and more at your local lodge.
We go to war for you. Hi, I'm attorney Robert Scherger of Scherger Schnarr Trial Attorneys. Remember, when you're in a legal battle, we're your warriors. Call Scherger Schnarr Trial Attorneys at 877-WAR-FOR-YOU or visit warforyou.com for a free consultation. Know your rights, because results matter. warforyou.com. That's 877-WAR-FOR-YOU or visit warforyou.com.
War for you, warforyou.com.
At Take 5, we're faster than you think. That means we'll change your oil and have you back on the road faster than it takes for your half-calf heavy cream mocha latte to get cold. Just sit back and relax while our fast, friendly team does all the work. Take 5, the stay-in-your-car 10-minute oil change. Appointments now available at participating locations.
Hi, here are some ways to listen to The Fan. You can download the Fan app or listen at home on your smart speaker or open up the iHeartRadio app or hold your head out the window and hear Common Man scream. Happy listening from the Dopes at The Fan.
Welcome to Nada Yada Island.
This season on Nada Yada Island.
You were charging your phone? I waited hours for you.
That's how long it takes.
Join Metro and get a free Motorola Edge that'll charge for the day in 15 minutes. At Metro, there's no activation fees. Only at Metro by T-Mobile.
Bring your number ID and sign up for Metro Flex Plus plan. Offer not available if at T-Mobile or have been with Metro in the past 180 days. Requires 68-watt charger sold separately. Actual performance will vary.
Hey, it's Anthony here from my friends at Germain Honda of Dublin. Rich is rolling out all of his new Hondas at 2.9% up to 60 months. Just not including the Civic Si and Civic Type R, but all the other awesome new Hondas, 2.9%. You love certified? He has the dream deal. 0.99% APR for 36 months on the 23s and 24s, Civics, HRVs, CRVs, pilots, and passports. When you think Honda, you have to visit Germain Honda of Dublin, Sawmill Road, just south of 270.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Have you lost Ohio Medicaid? At healthcare.gov, you can find a low-cost, quality health plan.
Do plans cover doctor visits?
What about emergency care?
And prescriptions?
All covered and more. Plus, with the new law, 4 out of 5 customers can find a plan for $10 or less per month with financial help. Healthcare.gov is here for you. Enroll today for coverage starting the 1st of next month. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Driving under the influence of marijuana is illegal, and a law enforcement officer can tell if you're driving high. If you feel different, you drive different. Drive high, get a DUI. Paid for by NHTSA.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Hot and humid, a heat advisory through 8 o'clock on this Tuesday. Temperatures in the mid to upper 90s. Only cooling off to the mid 70s for Wednesday morning. Slight chance of a shower early. Better chance of a thunderstorm late in the day Wednesday. And in between, more heat and more humidity. Temperatures in the upper 90s in a heat advisory again through Wednesday evening. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Dumb is the only language these two are fluent in. You're listening to Man and Bone.
Bone and I like to do all our banging at Hollywood Casino Columbus, specifically their 12,000 square foot sports book. You know, we have football starting up. Why would you just watch football at home and yank out your phone and place a bet that way? That's boring. You want to be where the action is. And the action is at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Food, drink, and fun. FDF is what I call it.
That's right.
As a matter of fact, when you walk into Hollywood Casino, say, hey, I'm here for the FDF.
And they'll go,
food, drink, and fun.
Ah, yes, right this way, and take you right out into the parking lot.
Or as the insiders call it, fuff. Fuff.
Oh, okay. Fuff.
Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Mike, I have a Coxsackie update for you.
Good.
This is sent to us by one of our listeners who, Nick, sent this to us. Thank you, Nick. It's I'm looking at this right now on kidshealth.org. This is a medically reviewed article from Patricia Solo Josephson, an MD. Okay, so she's a doctor. This article is about the Coxsackie virus infections.
Coxsackie virus?
Yes. It's I said it 2 words. It's all one word. Coxsackie virus, just like neurovirus or anything like that.
If you're just joining us, Mariah Carey's mother and sister died on the same day.
Horrible.
Of unrelated things, but they're dead same day. R.I.P. Her sister lived in Coxsackie, New York. This is a real town. We looked it up. Has 8,000 residents. The town right next to it is called Climax. So you have Climax on one side and the Hudson River on the other side.
Well, you did skip over. There is one little town in between, West Coxsackie.
West Coxsackie. I'm sorry.
It's like, oh, where are you going this weekend?
That's the bougie part.
I got to drive through West Coxsackie to get over to Climax and then head back.
It's like your wife. She's not from Canton.
North Canton.
She's from North Canton.
Oh, don't even. It's North Canton is a whole nother area. It's totally different.
Anyway, go ahead. Talk about the virus.
Apparently, here's what it is. They said a Coxsackie virus is part of the enterovirus family of viruses, which also includes polioviruses and hepatitis A virus. They can live in the human digestive tract. It says it can spread from person to person, usually on unwashed hands and surfaces contaminated by the feces. Anyway, obviously this is a disease. These type of diseases often happen in children because they're more likely to have unwashed hands.
Oh, they got a lot of dirty people here.
Here's the thing,
Why is
Mike,
it called Coxsackie virus?
Because it was initially found and isolated as like its own thing in a study done in Coxsackie, New York. So that's why it became named this. And I am so glad they did this. They have a pronunciation guide because it's obviously, you see Coxsackievirus, all one word. And they thought, you may not know how to pronounce this. You might be thinking like Coxsackie or what is it? What do you mean?
That made me very uncomfortable.
It's just a different way to pronounce it, Mike. So thankfully they tell us.
You just went a little sucky on that one.
No, I didn't. Coxsackie. No? Cox? Aki.
Mickey Cox is there.
No, Cox. It's spelled C-O-X.
I got it.
Cox.
I got it. I'm the one who told you about it.
Just like South Carolina's radio show. I'm talking about the Cox.
The Gamecocks. I got it.
All right. It's pronounced phonetically. This is a doctor who put this in there. K-O-K, cock. S-A-K, sack. E-E-E. Coxsackie is how you're supposed to say this.
I know.
I'm just telling you.
Why are you doubting me? I
For people
told you
who
about
thought
it.
we were making this up, that's how you pronounce it. A doctor says you pronounce it Coxsackie virus.
I'm telling you, Mariah Carey, when she was living in her house in Malibu with, Nick Cannon wearing a turban, she said, I'm sorry, I got to go spend the weekend in Coxsackie.
And he said, that's okay.
said, what are you talking about? Me too.
Apparently, Coxsackie virus can result in the following ailments. You can have, red blisters and ulcers on your tonsils and throat. That's part of it.
Okay.
You can get hand, foot, and mouth disease, which is where you get the little bumps all over your tongue.
My kid had that when she was a baby.
Well, guess
Maybe
what?
She's got Coxsackie.
Our kids had that too. So they all had a form of a Coxsackie virus. You can also get conjunctivitis. They call it hemorrhagic conjunctivitis, an infection that affects the whites of the eyes, begins as eye pain, followed quickly by red, watery eyes with swelling.
I have that all the time.
So it looks like most of the things that little kids get are all Coxsackie viruses, apparently. I didn't know this was such a broad topic for medical professionals, but there we go.
A 25-year-old man has been arrested for stealing a ceremonial sword and bullhorn from Coach Rick Pitino's office at St. John's University. Emmanuel Yakubov was arrested Friday, one day after police released surveillance footage showing two men walking down a hallway in the building, with one carrying the stolen sword and the other holding the bullhorn. It's a two-person job.
Yes.
Yakubov, who lives in Queens, where the Catholic institution is located, was charged with burglary, petty larceny, trespassing, and possession of stolen property. He remained in custody on Saturday, being held at the Coxsackie Correctional Facility.
I was just going to say, he may need to go to a correctional facility in upstate New York. I know a place.
So if you're wondering, does Rick Pitino have a sword and a bullhorn in his office? The answer is yes. It's been stolen, but thankfully, Yakov Smirnov has been caught, and the items have been returned.
In communist Russia, Coxsackie steals you. It's a lovely town, especially this time of year. By the way,
yes, the autumn?
Yeah,
Autumn in Coxsackie?
that's when you want to go to Coxsackie.
That's a Sinatra B-side, isn't it? Autumn in Coxsackie? Autumn in Coxsackie.
Those things, is it Richard Marx walking in Memphis? Who's that?
No, that's Mark Cohen.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It's so different.
It is different.
It's all
They're
a bunch
different
of
people
dudes
entirely.
I've never listened to and never will.
Mean Mark Cohen, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Walking in.
He became the Undertaker, right?
He
Isn't that
did,
the guy?
yes.
Oh, yes.
By the way, John G tweeted us. Good tweet, John. He said, wait, you're telling me there's a penal facility in Coxsackie?
Oh, there's a penal facility.
That's, you got to obey the penal code, right?
You can do hard time in that penal facility in Coxsackie. Hard time, Daddy.
Hello, Timmy. I like your headphones. They're very lime green. This is good.
Timmy's very colorful today. He's got swim trunks on.
I like those shorts. I like it when you wear those.
The Fabletics swim shorts. Yes, these are my backup set of headphones because mine snapped in half.
Oh yeah, I saw
in
that
the crosstalk segment.
Just yesterday, we were sitting here and he's just like,
set.
Whoa, and he just broke them in half.
I got another pair of those at home. I think
those Sennheisers.
Remember, I bought like 20 of them.
Yes.
I think I still have a few pair.
Timmy, does this come as a surprise to you?
Timmy, I got some
Mike,
problems.
When he found a headphone that he liked, he said, should I buy one or two maybe as a backup?
I'm gonna buy them all.
20 of them.
I bought a whole case. It's like Elaine with the sponges.
I was going to say, Elaine and the sponge?
I bought them all.
Like they're going out of style.
All right, rapid fire coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got slower traffic that's causing a 10-minute delay on eastbound 70 on that east side between James Road and 270. And you can expect a 5-minute slowdown on westbound 161 from Johnstown Road to Hamilton Road. This report is sponsored by Direct Auto. Direct Auto Insurance is for uncompromisers. With savings of up to 25%, you can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a free quote at directauto.com. Savings based on discounts can vary. How you buy can affect price. National General Group, Winston-Salem. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
FIBA's Top Picks Best Credit Union, BMI Federal Credit Union, has 47 financial coaches to help you meet your financial needs and goals. Visit bmifcu.org/coach to get started today.
We buy any car. Why sell your car at WeBuyAnyCar.com? Because selling it yourself can be, well, you know.
Okay, I'll give you half now.
And?
No, and just half.
What? Avoid the hassle. Come to We Buy Any Car instead. Get in, get out, and get paid at a fair price.
Yeah, I can't do half. I could probably bump it up to like 50%. Just go. Okay.
Get your free online valuation now at
WeBuyAnyCar.com. At KeyBank, we know a small moment like,
whoa, my kid's got a serious backhand,
can lead to an even bigger question like,
tennis campus how much?
And that's the type of moment where we'll meet you to help you build a savings plan for expenses big and small so your money can make money. Mike, how's that sound?
Sounds like match point.
Sounds like love.
We could serve up tennis puns all day.
For every financial need, we'll meet you in the moment. KeyBank opens doors. KeyBank member FDIC.
Wendy's new Saucy Nugs come in 7 saucy flavors. Yep, you can literally hear your taste buds going. Taste bud sounds may vary. For a whole new way to nug, gotta be Wendy's. Open till midnight or later.
At participating U.S. Wendy's, hours may vary by location.
You want Jersey Mike's signature sub, you get a number 13 original Italian. You want a dramatic radio idea? You get me. Like this. I'm the 7th-string quarterback and the other 6 quarterbacks go down. The coach yells, DeVito, you're in. The crowd is worried until I throw a touchdown. But the other team is celebrating. Apparently, I threw the Jersey Mike's number 13 original Italian I was eating on the sidelines. Whoops. The number 13 original Italian, Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
It's the summer sell down at Performance. Get up to $16,000 off MSRP on new 24 Jeep Wranglers and Grand Cherokees during the Make This the Summer of Jeep event. Performance, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Georgesville, and Delaware.
Not valid on previous sales. Cannot combine offers. Must take delivery from dealer stock 8/20 to 8/31/24.
If you're obsessed with fantasy sports and gambling things, we have the slightly above average radio show for you. On the Money with Dave Biddle and Scotty Vegas.
Presented by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus.
Wednesday night at 8 on The Fan.
Breaking news coming in from Bet365. 365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio.
Nothing makes being outdoors better than having the right gear and the right crew. So here's an idea. Let Mountain Dew supply the gear and you bring the friends. Because when you buy specially marked multi-packs of Mountain Dew, you can collect points and earn epic limited edition outdoor gear. We're talking everything from custom Mountain Dew camp chairs and backpack coolers to exclusive Mountain Dew tents, fishing boats, and more. So buy Dew, collect points, get gear, and get outside with Mountain Dew outdoor gear.
Open to legal U.S. residents 18 plus. Subject to program terms at dewoutdoors.com and 12/31/24. Void or prohibited.
Now through Labor Day weekend, 0% up to 48 months or 1.9% up to 60 months on all 2024 and 25 new Lindsay Hondas. Unbelievable savings by offering 0% up to 4 years on every Honda on the lot.
If we don't have it, it doesn't exist.
Plus, talk to us about electric options with up to $97.27 in combined savings with dealer and federal tax credits.
LindsayHonda.com or I-70 in Bryce Road.
With approved credit on select in-stock 24-25 Honda models. Dealer contribution may affect consumer cost.
A system for every home and every budget with Logan Services 55th anniversary sale. Replace your air conditioner and save up to 55% on a qualifying Trane furnace. And take action with financing. 0% APR financing for 72 months. It's hard to stop a Trane. Estimates are free and next day installation is available now. So schedule your appointment online. We're the home of fast, friendly service, Logan Services.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Uncomfortably talking about food.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
This is Man and Bone.
Happy Tuesday. Rapid fire coming up in mere moments. Hey, Teddy.
Yes, sir.
Any peepees or windows today for me? Nothing?
No.
What about more roofs?
There's more roofs, yeah.
What time?
That's right. I'm already on it.
He knew
I got it.
Like the first one, he knew too.
Just missed it. I'm stupid.
Yeah.
From the YouTube chat, Dick from Dayton should move to Coxsackie.
Oh, yeah. Good old, what would that be, Mike, if he called in?
Dick from Coxsackie.
Yeah.
I mean, his name's Dick. He lives in Coxsackie. It's a real place. Look it up.
Maybe we need him to commit a crime in New York, and he could be sent to the Coxsackie Correctional Facility.
What if there was, the town right next to it is called Climax.
Yes.
It's Climax, New York.
Mm-hmm.
I don't claim to understand the names
I don't know
of everybody. I'm just saying, foreigners move here. They have interesting names.
Sure.
It's not like John.
Well, yes,
maybe someone moves here and their first name is I'm gonna.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna. And then why would their last name become the town they live in?
It's not. It's just you become identified with that.
From Climax? Okay. My buddy, I'm gonna, who lives in Climax by way of Coxsackie.
Dumb. Teddy, this ain't one of them.
That is one of those things that does happen, though, where people are like, oh, yeah, so which school district are you in? It's like, well, funny thing. My trash gets picked up by Climax, but I pay my taxes to Coxsackie. Stupid.
And we're in the West Coxsackie School District.
West Coxsackie. I didn't figure that.
Rapid fire.
Rapid fire.
Sponsored by Custom Air. Custom Air. Custom Solutions. Custom Comfort.
Hang on.
What?
West Coxsackie, they only have a small private school. I just want to say that. Go ahead.
I see.
You're welcome.
Rapid fire number 1.
What are you most excited about watching during Ohio State's opening game against Akron?
Well, aside from just having football back and all of that, I want to see the new quarterback. I want to see Will Howard. I want to see if this offense has other dimensions to it. We've been hearing about how Will Howard is a threat with his legs. We have not seen this really the last couple seasons. It would be nice to have that threat of him tucking and running in Coxsackie.
Yeah. I will say, because, I'm excited to see the defense and find out how improved that is. I want to see Caleb Downs. I don't think you're going to learn a lot from the defense, which is why I'm going to say, in this game, Akron, I don't think their offense is going to challenge you in the way that most of the big schools were worried about their offense will. I'm curious to see the playbook and what we're getting offered by now having Chip Kelly upstairs, having Ryan Day still involved in the game planning, but Chip Kelly is calling the offense. That, to me, as much as the quarterback thing is very important, I also am looking forward to seeing what this offense kind of leans to early on in the season. What kind of, balance is there in this offense?
Rapid fire number 2.
What do you enjoy most about football season?
I'm going to go a little off the reservation on this answer and say the football is what I enjoy the most about football season.
Well, how about...
It's what do you get, Nick Canes? The chicken or the chicken?
I thought you were going to say, I like the cooler weather.
Yeah, maybe that.
It's hot as hell outside.
Well,
it's
coming.
Yeah. It's coming.
I'll say this, not about the NFL, but for college football, I love the chaos. Like that part of, I am looking forward to the football too, but when it comes to the NFL, that part does seem like, while there are upsets and things like that, they're not as big. I am looking forward to the first time we all are online or watching the games, however you are, and then the post goes out, hey, I don't know if you know this, third quarter, team nobody's ever heard of is up big on number 3rd ranked blank and so, and then you go flip over and you're like, oh my God, it's happening, and the entire internet together is collectively losing their minds.
Yeah, it's fine. That sounds fun too. I like that. I'm going to stick with my original answer, the football.
Got it.
Rapid fire number 3.
If you could add a food item for fans to enjoy at Ohio Stadium, then what would you choose for them?
Oh, I'm going to do a char-kissed, marinated octopotty on a stick.
Really?
Octopus on a stick.
Wow, I thought I was going to go off the reservation, but you've beat me to it. That's more out there than I think what I was going to suggest. I was talking about this last week, how much I love I call them Dan noodles. I think it might be pronounced Don noodles. Lovely dish. It involves usually like some kind of like peanut butter or tahini. You can get that and use it. Chili crisp, good noodles. I love that dish. I could eat that all the time. I think a noodle dish like that.
Noodle dish.
Little spice to it. Get that on a cold day
I
out
was
of the
at
shoe.
I was at the bus stop this morning, and one of my bus stop kids, Isla, she's in the 3rd grade.
Okay.
She went to Italy over the summer.
Oh, nice.
So I said, she went to a bunch of different places. I said, what was your favorite place in Italy? She said, Rome. I said, what was your favorite thing to eat in Rome? And she said, pho.
Oh,
I
yeah.
said, you went to Rome to have like Vietnamese food?
Hey, when in Rome, apparently they're serving pho. That's what I know.
Is that Vietnamese pho?
I think so. I'm not sure.
Rapid fire number 4.
If you had to choose a few songs that get you pumped up for football season, then what songs would you recommend to the peeps?
Regular song, Welcome to the Jungle.
Okay.
But if I'm talking like what gets me excited for football, all the like old school NFL Films music, just to hear that stuff. The music beds that they would play on NFL primetime with Chris Berman and Tom Jackson. And for my money, the best NFL music is the NFL on CBS music.
Oh, yeah.
Which I will
really
play
good.
later, and I don't even care if we get copyright violation. I will play it.
Yeah, it's
And
good.
I will get a chub.
I mean, a lot of the stuff I'm going to listen to, I like a lot of metal, a lot of heavier stuff, but I like the hardcore stuff.
Hardcore.
Yeah, well, there's metal.
Hardcore from Coxsackie.
When you say metal, people are just like, oh, you mean like Iron Maiden? It's like, no, I'm talking in this case about specifically like a metalcore, hardcore band like Throwdown. That's a band I like. They have a song called Forever, where there's a whole big chorus in it. For myself, for my friend, for my friends, for my family, forever. Like, it gets you going. It's good. Also, Knocked Loose, Deep in the Willow. Go listen to that song.
Deep in the Willow.
You're about to want to run through a brick wall.
Rapid fire number 5.
All right, SiriusXM, they have a internet channel that streams. It's 8 songs from the 80s, and it's like rock songs from the 80s, and that's the channel. And I thought, it's a really cool channel. I love that, and I was listening to that a lot, and it got me to thinking, if you guys could like program a music station, what kind of music would be on that
I would actually take over the SiriusXM channel Lithium, which is 90s rock, alternative, and grunge, and I would do it well.
Oh. You don't think they do it well?
Kick off all their dumb DJs that say nothing.
I don't know what's happened to DJs. And again, I get annoyed when people are like, oh, you're a DJ. It's like, no.
Get the hell out of here.
We're radio hosts. Very big difference.
It's like they almost have a competition with each other to see who is more aloof.
Yeah.
Anyway, this song's Tits. Here you go.
Is that the song?
No. It's like,
on there?
Tits meaning good.
Oh, I see. Like,
yeah.
It's like, are
bitchin'
you?
tits.
Yeah. Oh, are you from Liverpool? It's like, no, man. I just think that's cool slang.
Anyway, so what's the guy's name on Lithium?
I don't know. Spud.
No, it's not Spud. It's something.
I have no idea.
Grant Random is on Lithium.
Oh, good God.
And he does this thing where he's all talking off mic all the time.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, they're going on tour, and pre-sale in November.
Well, Mike, because he's reaching over to grab the wax from over here, and then he's got to put it over there on the turntable so he can play this hot wax for you, even though it's all digitally in a computer, and he doesn't have to move at all to do that.
Here's a song by Cake. Actually, Cake going on tour next month.
Dude, I'll tell you what. And listen to the fan, but I flipped over one day to hear what's going on a music station not too long ago. And they have, it's all, it's all voice tracked. It's from other places. Most of these people are not like live when you hear them on these music stations. But the new thing now on music stations is the DJ comes on, doesn't introduce themselves, the artist, the song, the radio station. They just say, hey, man, do you like to eat pizza? Pizza's awesome, but you know what? Don't let it get too hot or burn the roof of your mouth. And then the song starts. And you're like, what does that have to do with any? Why are you here? Why did you say that? If the song was called Too Hot for My Mouth, then I get it. Maybe say, hey, right now we've got the cranberries, too hot for my mouth. But you're not saying that. You're just going, pizza, man. Wow. And then back to a song. Why are they doing that? It makes no sense.
If it makes you feel any better, all these dudes make less than the person making your burrito.
Oh, no,
that makes you feel better.
I feel bad. I'm saying
I feel bad for radio.
I don't blame them because a consultant came in and was like, "Hey man, you know what you should do? don't introduce yourself or the song or the radio station. Just say something. Yeah.
All right, I want to change the law. There's a law out there. It bothers me. I want to change the law.
Murder?
No, not murder. Well, no, kind of.
It wasn't a no, folks.
We're going to.
It wasn't a no.
It's adjacent to murder. We're going to talk about it next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got a 10-minute slowdown due to an accident that's blocking 2 right lanes on westbound 270 on that south outer belt between 23 and 71. Emergency crews are on scene causing that holdup. We also have a 5-minute delay on eastbound 33 between 270 Southeast and Ebright Road. This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. The new Lux Cravings Box from Taco Bell with cheesy, crunchy favorites, chips and nacho cheese sauce, and a drink for just $7. Try it today at participating Taco Bell stores for a limited time only, while supplies last. Price and participation vary. Drinks excludes freezes. Tax extra. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Dormar, you're kind of hero.
Dormar can be there today, guaranteed. Visit them at dormarhvac.com.
Men, you already know that as we age, low testosterone can cause many issues, including decreased energy, bad sleep, a lower sex drive, and more. And if you're like most men, getting treated for low T can truly change your life. But it's also important where you get treated, because your health matters, and a quality medical practice that has true expertise in men's sexual health can help you get the best outcome. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, the leader in treating low T and other men's sexual health issues in the area. And if you're feeling like I just described and haven't yet sought treatment, or if you're not satisfied with the treatment you're currently receiving, I'd invite you to call us. At Tri-State Men's Health, our expertise is men's sexual health. It's all we do. We've successfully treated thousands of men for low T, and we offer a true 5-star experience that is like no other. If you're like most men, you'll be astounded at our service and at the results of our treatments. So make an appointment today. Your initial visit is only $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start on testosterone the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com.
Get your air conditioner fixed fast. Call Care Heating and Cooling, 1-800-COOLING.
It's Toyota's National Sales Event, the perfect time to extend your summer fun in the all-new, all-hybrid Camry. Now through September 3rd, choose 5.25 APR financing on any new 2025 Camry. Or you can lease a Camry LE for $319 a month for 36 months with $32.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS, tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
At Take 5, we're faster than you think. That means we'll change your oil and have you back on the road before you can count all the change in your center console. Cha-ching, baby! Just sit back and relax while our fast, friendly team does all the work. Take 5, the stay-in-your-car 10-minute oil change. Appointments now available at participating locations.
Bobby Carpenter once sold workout equipment on QVC Canada. There's no joke here. That actually happened. Morning Juice with Bobby and Beamer.
Weekdays starting at 6.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Common Man here for Jermaine Lexus of Dublin and Easton. Back to school time. Your kids probably have fancy friends. Isn't it about time you gave them a ride to be proud of? Actually, hell with the kids. Treat yourself to a new Lexus. Right now, it's the Golden Opportunity Sales Event with rates as low as 2.99% on ES, NX, and RX, as well as great lease payments. I've been a Jermaine customer for years, even before I started doing the commercials. If you're in the market, please stop in. Jermaine Lexus of Dublin and Easton, JermaineLexus.com.
And what is it called?
A ceiling fan.
And where is it?
It's on the floor.
And why is that a problem?
Well, see, the person who named it probably should have called it a flood. No, that's not right. The guy on TV I saw put up a ceiling fan.
Are you a TV star, Paul?
No, I'm not.
Are you an electrician, Paul?
I am not.
You are?
I am a middle management accountant, and I shouldn't be putting up ceiling fans.
You should.
Call the pros who knows.
Apex Pros.
The pros who knows know electrical work, too. Hi, it's Alex from Apex Pros, and if you'd like us for plumbing, cooling, and heating, you're gonna love our pro electricians.
Apex Pros are on the way.
Much easier, isn't it?
I'm glad we sorted this out.
Me too. Columbus
loves the pros who knows. Schedule with one click at apexpros.com.
Common Bone Man and T-Bone here for our friends at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Bone, do you know that there's games going on this weekend?
Oh, I know. And your game day headquarters is the sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Massive TV walls, 12,000 square feet, and all the gaming action you could want.
Wager at one of 4 betting windows and 30-plus betting kiosks. Beat the crowd and reserve a table for all game days this fall at HollywoodColumbus.com.
Wow, private table. Must be nice. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Saturday is game day on the Fan.
Sponsored by Riker Ford.
Every game, every season, your home of the Buckeyes. The Fan. Off Topic is on brand. This is Man and Bone.
Happy Tuesday. So glad you're here. Mike Hall Jr. is on the commissioner's exempt list, so he's not going to get cut by the Browns, but he's also not going to be active. This is after he was accused of a domestic issue where I guess he held a gun to some woman's face. Whatever. It's all bad.
Allegedly. Yes.
It's all, well, in the police report, it's all bad.
Yeah, it's, that's not good. If any of that is true, obviously he should never play it down again in the NFL.
All right, I'm going to change the law. Reading this story today about a woman in New Jersey. Her name is Zaire Dennis.
Okay.
She has been charged with defiant trespassing.
Okay.
For
defiant trespassing is an interesting adjective, I guess, to that.
Entering a fenced-off area at a local zoo, taunting and trying to entice one of the zoo's 2 Bengal tigers. A second wire fence separated the woman from the large cat. The tiger tried to bite her.
Go figure.
As it would. Video from a separate zoo area shows a woman who police say was the same person doing the same thing at a bear exhibit.
Oh no.
Police said they received instant responses that helped them identify this woman. So she gets a trespassing charge. She also apparently violated 2 city ordinances for general misconduct, but it's not like she's doing any jail time for this.
Right.
I would say if you jump in the enclosure, then first of all, it's on you.
Well,
it's on you to get back out.
Right.
Also, that electric fence that separates you from Siegfried and Roy's white tiger,
yeah,
that thing goes off, baby. That's like Jurassic Park. That thing goes right off. Go ahead. You want a close look?
Tim? No, Tim.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Let's see. Have fun with the Bengal tiger.
I mean, do we feel bad for this woman because she clearly has issues? Like, that's a mental health issue I'm with you. They should probably take her into custody.
You know what I feel bad for? The animals who are being taunted for no reason.
Yeah, but I'm saying, all of this is bad. Don't let her near the animals. I would think, I don't know. If you are, someone who is a, known criminal of shoplifting, they put your picture out there hey, if this person comes in, watch out. They've been known to shoplift. We've caught them. When you think the zoo, how many zoos are there in a given area that she could get to? When you think all around the zoos, it's hey, FYI, if this person is anywhere near the zoo, don't let her in. Get her name, get her info.
I'm not putting anybody else at risk, too, that has to jump in after her and rescue her. She's on her own.
Yeah, man. That is one of my biggest frustrations. I hear about hiking stories where it's oh yeah, they had to go and rescue someone who fell in, a ravine, or they had to help someone out where they were, lost in the wilderness, which is scary. And you think, man, that would not be a good situation. I'm glad they found this person. And then you go read about what happened before that. And the person said, yeah, they left an hour before sundown. They brought no cell phone. They took a T-shirt and shorts up to a 14,000-foot mountain and in the middle of November and thought, I'll be fine. And no water, didn't tell anybody where they went. And they eventually find this person somehow and drag them out of there. It's yes. And then you throw them right in jail because you just had dozens, if not hundreds of people looking for you.
Yeah.
Resources being used.
You should get the bill.
You're on your own.
You get the bill.
Or cut your arm off with a pocket knife like James Franco.
Do it hardcore. He didn't do that, but a real person did.
Yeah, somebody did.
Yeah, that's right. Your point is well taken that, if zookeepers have to go risk their lives to save this person, that's bad. But also, we probably need to get this person some help. They got to get away from there. Can't have them near the zoo.
All right, well, we'll get him to help, but if they keep doing it, then
let him taunt.
It's fair game.
Let him taunt without the second fence.
Right.
That's the rule.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Where would we draw the line on you're allowed versus it's dangerous for the animal? Like, if that person gets in there with the gorillas, it's dangerous. Right. But if they get in there with the flamingos, I'm actually worried for the flamingos' safety at that point.
The flamingos are right there.
You know, I don't know. I think
the flamingos aren't going to do anything to you.
The flamingo's going to do something nasty, I bet.
What can it do? It's just got those tiny little...
I think they're fierce.
There's lots of them, right?
Well,
you don't just see one flamingo. There's like 100 of them.
They gang tackle. Yeah.
They gang up on you.
They'll bring you to the ground.
That's what I'm saying there's a line. There's got to be some animals where if you got in there with them, it's like, I'm actually more afraid for the animal. I thought flamingo would be one because they have those twig legs. I could just see as someone who's crazy like that who would say, I want to get in there and snap all their legs and just like start running through and just trying to.
we got a flamingo snapper.
Joe Theismann, come over here. I'm going to snap your leg.
Lawrence Taylor's all concerned. Hey, get over here. Get over here.
Like, you know what? If it was a bunch of feral cats, you're on your own.
All right, Fat Boy Food Tap. Coming up next, Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got a 5-minute delay on southbound 270 on the West Outer Belt from Cemetery Road to I-70. And slow-moving traffic is causing a 10-minute delay on eastbound 70 on that east side between 33 and Bryce Road. This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. The new Lux Cravings box from Taco Bell with cheesy, crunchy favorites, chips and nacho cheese sauce, and a drink for just $7. Try it today at participating Taco Bell stores for a limited time only while supplies last. Price and participation vary. Drinks excludes freezes. Tax extra. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Coming this Labor Day weekend, Bob's biggest challenge yet. It's time to dare to compare. It's got action. It's got suspense. It's got beeps and boops and dings and whomps and more savings than you'll believe on living rooms, dining rooms, bedrooms, mattresses, and more. And best of all, you get to play too this Labor Day weekend. Now open in Reynoldsburg and coming soon to Polaris. See how much you can save this Labor Day weekend when you dare to compare at a Bob's near you.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone for my crew at Valley Ford of Columbus. Looking for a back-to-school ride for your kid? A quality used truck for work? Well, Valley makes pre-owned vehicle shopping easy with certified pre-owned Ford Blue Advantage cars, trucks, and SUVs. All of them feature a minimum 139-point inspection, and they're backed by a 14-day or 1,000-mile money-back guarantee. Get the peace of mind with a pre-owned Ford from Valley. Great selection, great people. Keep on trucking at Valley Ford of Columbus.
Return in 14 days or 1,000 miles, whichever comes first. From original sales date and mileage on bill of sale and returned in same condition as sold. See Valley for all details.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
At Pella, we use the newest technology to show you exactly how new windows would look on your home.
Well, we keep it simple at our window place. We use a number 2 pencil to draw what your house will look like with our new windows. See?
Oh, yeah. That definitely looks like a number 2.
Thank you, Leslie. Wait. I see what you did there.
Get the windows that Columbus homeowners rate the leading and most trusted at PellaColumbus.com.
Look what we have here. It's the refreshing deliciousness of a Pepsi mini can. It's the perfect complement to any meal. The dash of indulgence your day was dreaming of. The sip that'll have you singing Pepsi.
Nope, not again, Steve. Let's take a cue from the Pepsi mini can and pack all that awesomeness you're feeling into a much smaller treat for everyone. Deal?
So, big awesomeness, smaller size. I think I've got just the thing.
Pepsi mini can. Mini can, big taste.
Hey, it's Anthony for the Good Feet store. 3 words for me, pain-free summer. Spent probably 30 hours walking around the Memorial Tournament and felt awesome with my personal arch supports from the Good Feet store in my everyday kicks. Sure, every now and then we all get random foot pain from pickleball or golf or just being a human being. Having my personally fit arch supports in my shoes has made a massive difference. And even right after I put them in, didn't take long to feel much more supported and aligned, and it's so easy to just move them into any pair. Before I had them, I dreaded being on my feet for any length of time. Well, you have nothing to lose but the pain, as they say. It's a free fitting and test walk. Try them for yourself. See the difference it can make. It did for me. And best of all, you can wear them home. 2 locations on Polaris Parkway and Stringtown Road, or schedule an appointment at goodfeet.com. The Good Feet Store, America's arch supports experts.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Paul Keels, and with Ohio State getting ready to start the season Saturday at home against Akron, head coach Ryan Day at his weekly press conference talked about what he's looking for from game one.
We've got to grade out over 80%. We've got to play really, really hard. And that's what we're going to, really be echoing out through all the week and then hold them accountable on Saturday.
Day saying that freshman Jeremiah Smith will be amongst the starting receivers. Tegra Shabola will start at right guard, and Sonny Styles will start at wheel linebacker. Baseball, Cleveland Guardians continue their home series with Kansas City tonight. The Guardians just a 1-game lead over the Royals atop the AL Central Division. Following an off day, the Cincinnati Reds will host Oakland. The Reds today put pitcher Nick Lodolo on the injured list with a finger injury. Columbus Clippers are at Gwinnett tonight. This update brought to you by Nature Stone. Schedule your free cost estimate today at naturestone.com. It's not just a floor. Wow, it's Nature Stone. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Today's special value is 3 hours of stupid. You're listening to Common Man and T-Bone.
Oh, and we always deliver on that promise.
Oh, you know
3 hours of stupid. Sometimes a little bit more, right, Teddy?
Absolutely.
What was I going to say to you? Oh, game show coming up at 5:34. What's the game, Boner?
The game this week is How Big Is This Band? I'm going to give you some names of bands and ask if they've played a particular venue coming up next. Or 5:34, sorry.
We have some Buckeye football tickets to give away. Give me a number.
Let's go with 9.
Caller number 9, 614-821-9710. Gets 2 tickets to the Buckeye game against Western Michigan next week with $50 of virtual money loaded onto the ticket. $25 each ticket to try the Western Michigan competition burger and other great food at the Shoe. Now, every single week, based on the opponent, we're going to come up with a gourmet burger. Like, I think the burger this week is like their riff on Swenson's, the Galley Boy.
Yeah, they're doing a version of that, and that'll be available only this week at the Shoe.
And then next week, they'll do a Western Michigan-themed burger. But caller number 9, 614-821-9710, get some tickets for next week. Fat Boy Food, yeah!
Common Man and T-Bone have very little value unless they're telling you about all the crap they can shove in your mouth so you can die quicker. It's time for Fat Boy Food Tip. Wait, how do you want me to say it? Tip? This is dumb. I quit.
As we told you yesterday, our friends at Levy Restaurant Group, they supply the food over at the Shoe. They're dropping off a goodie every day this week. It is a new food item that you can get at the game. Yesterday was some Beria nachos.
It was a Beria nacho riff. It was very good.
Anyway, it was delicious. Stewed meat covered in goo on chips. What's the problem? Well, today they brought us a strawberry shortcake smash bun.
Yes.
It is a jumbo cinnamon roll smashed on a flat top grill, topped with strawberry sauce, crumbled pound cake, and lemon icing. Satisfy your sweet tooth while it's hot at the Smash Buns cart on C Deck at Section 10. This is C Deck Section 10. Now, we both had these today. I enjoyed it. Full disclosure, didn't enjoy it as much as the nachos from yesterday. If I had to pick one, I'm going with the nachos. Completely different taste experience.
Well,
this is very sweet. If you're in the market for very sweet, this is it. Here's my one issue with this. I did like the taste, but you kind of have to eat it with a knife and fork, which I think may be a problem at the game. Plus, you're going to get like cinnamon roll, goo, and sugar all over your body.
Well, speak for yourself.
Come on now.
Remained completely non-sticky while eating this, but
You're sitting at your desk.
I was sitting at my desk
in a climate-controlled environment.
I would tell you, I know around the stadium they put these like stand-up tables, where you can kind of there's spaces where you can sit there with.
That's different.
That I would say if you're going to get this, go find one of those places and then sit there and eat it, or stand there and eat it.
You need a wet nap too when it's done.
You may, yes. I would recommend though for the noon kicks. All right. Like, you're going to get into the stadium. What time do they open the gates? Like 9 or 10? Let you in a little early?
Not 9.
Okay, 10?
10:30. 10:30.
I'm saying you get right in there. You've been tailgating all morning. You might want something a little sweet as a little, like, brunchy type thing. Go get that and some coffee and have yourself a nice little brunch. Then go watch the game. And then, halftime, you're going to be ready for some other type of savory dish. But if you like me, for breakfast especially, I like a little sweet, especially for the early games. That's going to be an option. But anytime, it's really good. And if you've got kids and the kids are like, they want something sweet, they could split one of these and it would be also, again, messy. Prepare to wipe them all down with, wet naps and stuff. But yes, you could probably, that'd be another option for them.
I saw this in the dispatch. It says the author of this is Esther Lim. Do we think Esther Lim is a real person? Or is this just some AI thing?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'll say yes.
But in my mind, they're like handing out all the assignments. Like they're all sitting around waiting for their assignments for the day. Yes. And it's like, all right, you're at the State House. So-and-so, you're going to go cover that murder. Esther, Burger King's got a couple new items in partnership with Ohio State. You can write something about that, right?
There you go.
Okay.
So here's what Esther writes. With college football season fast approaching, Burger King is partnering with Ohio State Athletics to join in on the festivities with new menu items and deals exclusive to the state's 290 locations. Football season may be an indication of fall, though the hot and heavy weather here in central Ohio doesn't seem to be reflecting it. Enter Burger King's new chili sweet treat, the Buckeyes Frozen Cherry Float.
Okay.
Starting October 26th. Hey, that's yesterday.
You mean August?
What'd I say?
October.
No, yeah, August.
Okay.
August 26th. Sorry, Esther. Guests will be able to enjoy the frozen cherry-flavored Coke topped with vanilla ice cream. Also joining the menu is the new $20 meal deal option featuring 2 of the signature Whopper sandwiches, 1 flame-grilled cheeseburger, 3 small fries, and 3 small drinks fit for tailgate parties. Hold on a second. So you get 2 Whoppers.
Yeah.
And then just 1 cheeseburger.
Yeah, apparently for maybe...
Which loser gets the 1 cheeseburger?
I don't know. Maybe if there was like a family that had 2 adults and a child, maybe that's what it's made for.
Those families are losers. I don't know anybody like that. The partnership is also offering Buckeye fans a way to don their pride with an air of royalty through a limited time edition scarlet and gray Burger King crown with the OSU logo front and center. The cardboard crowns are free and available while supplies last.
I like that.
That wraps
touch.
up Esther's piece.
By the way, another Burger King tip. This one comes from Craig, who big listener. We always love hearing from Craig. He said, Fat Boy Food tip. Yeah. Starting today, Walmart Plus and Burger King have linked up. Are you aware of this deal?
No.
All right, you know how the app deals we talk about, they give you like 10% off if you spend whatever it is, or 20% off.
By the way, speaking of the app, did you rip McDonald's a new one?
Oh.
For raising their minimum to $10 to get 20% off on the app? That is bogus, man.
I absolutely did. We talked about it last week, but until they change that, McDonald's is on our list of
You're dead to me right now, McDonald's.
That's no good,
You better make it up to me.
Yeah.
Better bring back the hot and spicy McChicken or something.
Well, here's what they're saying. This is apparently the offer, and Craig screenshotted this, so it apparently is legit. If you have Walmart Plus, or if you sign up for it, and you have the Burger King app, you have to have both of these things on your phone. It will apparently somehow recognize, or you can, with Burger King, you can link it up and let it know, yes, I also have Walmart Plus. Walmart Plus will then pay for you to have 25% off of an order of Burger King once per day.
Nice.
So you can, just by signing up apparently for the Walmart Plus app. Now, I don't know if there's a cost with that. I'm guessing there's not. I don't know. But you can get at Burger King every day 25% off any of their menu. So that seems like a pretty good deal. If you're someone who frequents Burger King a lot, I like Burger King. You're less of a fan, I know. But for me, I'm good with it. I would go and get this probably every day. I guess I need to go get the Walmart Plus app so I can get this deal.
Walmart Plus is free for 30 days, but then the annual plan is $98.
Oh, okay. So it's like Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
It's one of those where you get like free shipping, I'm guessing, stuff like that.
If you're a college or grad student, you can get 50% off your membership.
Okay. Well, now we know what the catch is. Well, at least for 30 days, you can get a little something. That's not bad.
Thank you, Bone.
You're welcome, man.
Look, we always have had these stories about college football players that seem like they're around for 19 million years, like Kurt Kittner.
Right.
Illinois quarterback. That guy seemed like he was around for 9 years. In reality, it was probably just 4 or 5. But if you're saying TJ Finley, I've heard that name before. How many schools has he been to? Well, the answer is 4. 22-year-old quarterback committed to Western Kentucky. This is the 4th stop of his amateur career. He was named the Hilltoppers' starting quarterback for week 1. Although they say that redshirt sophomore Caden Veltkamp will also get some playing time because it was a very competitive quarterback battle. So this dude, who is 6'7", by the way, this TJ Finley, was a big-time recruit, started his career at LSU back in 2020. Split time as the starter with Max Johnson. So he was there.
Playing.
As a true freshman, playing with Max Johnson. Then transferred to Auburn.
Okay.
So that's SEC on SEC crime, big-time school, right? Mm-hmm. Went to Auburn, served as Bo Nix's backup during his first year there. But then he failed to win the Auburn starting job in 2022. He transferred to Texas State, which is in the Sun Belt. Started all 13 games for the Bobcats, finished top 5 in the conference in both passing yards, 3,500, and passing touchdowns, 24. But NIL money was on the table, T-Bone.
Mm-hmm.
Texas State, I guess, couldn't cash the check. So instead, Western Kentucky came a-calling. And so now he transferred in there, where he is the starting quarterback. So 4 schools for 22-year-old TJ Finley, 6'7".
Yeah, but the weird thing is he started at quarterback. Now, presumably, he's going to win the starting job or is the starting quarterback at Western Kentucky.
Yes, they named him the starter for week 1.
He was at Texas State, and he started games at Auburn and LSU. So he's now going to have been a starting not just like guys, sometimes you see this transfer portal hopping, and you find out it's like, yeah, this dude never really played last year, had injuries. This guy has started at every stop. That's pretty weird and impressive, I guess, in a way. But, yeah, this is the era we live in college football. And I don't know. I don't hate it. I wouldn't want to see, like, if it was my kid that was going through this, I'd want probably to see them get the best opportunity. I don't know that always happens when you're jumping around school to school to school, but I do appreciate that he's probably made some cash and is getting a chance to show off what he can do. If he goes out and lights it up for Western Kentucky, he'll get drafted. Like, he's got the size that obviously
6'7". I mean,
they're going to be looking at that. If he's got any type of actual quarterbacking ability, he will get a look by NFL scouts. I'm sure they already have looked at him a little bit, but the more you work on that craft, he could have a chance.
Teddy? Oh, you had your headphones on. I thought you wanted to talk to me.
No, that's the only way I can hear the show now.
Are the speakers broken in there?
Again, yeah.
I thought he fixed them.
He did.
And they're broken again.
Yes.
Well, the good news is it's 5:13. I'm sure IT's crawling with people up there.
There's so many.
Yes.
It'll be very busy.
All right, I'm sorry, Teddy. The beauty part about local radio is that we can really dive in to matters that affect us.
Yeah.
Right? In the local community. We live with you. And so I was reading a story today about a serial criminal going around town, making people's lives miserable. And I thought, the news has like Crime Stoppers and all this. We should do this too.
I agree with you.
We should try and crack down on this serial criminal, which we will do coming up next. And we need your help.
Yep.
Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
Slow-moving traffic is causing a 5-minute delay on westbound 670 between 71 and Neal Avenue. And there's a 10-minute slowdown on westbound 161 from Kitzmiller Road to Hamilton Road. This report is sponsored by True Green. If you want a great-looking lawn next spring, now is the perfect time to get started. And nobody makes it easier or more affordable to get a green, healthy lawn than True Green. Sign up today for an annual plan and get 50% off one application. Visit truegreen.com today. Restrictions apply. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Bob's Discount Furniture is coming to Polaris, and Bob's Discount Furniture wants you to win big this football season. It's easy. Get online and go to 971thefan.com to register to win a $1,000 gift card to Bob's Discount Furniture, so you can watch your favorite football team sitting in your new Bob's recliner or couch this season. Wow! That's $1,000 from Bob's Discount Furniture. All you have to do is register to win on the fans contest page at 971thefan.com. Hurry, contest ends Wednesday, August 28th. See complete contest details online at 971thefan.com.
Wendy's new Saucy Nugs come in 7 saucy flavors. Yep, you can literally hear your taste buds going. Taste bud sounds may vary. For a whole new way to nug, gotta be Wendy's. Open till midnight or later.
At participating U.S. Wendy's, hours may vary by location.
Need inspiration? Shop Kroger for over 30,000 mouth-watering choices. With savings, everyone, fuel restrictions apply.
During our Fresh Tyson Chicken Full Line Sale, mix and match select varieties and buy one, get one free with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
What John Smiley, Chairman and CEO, wants you to know about First Bank of Central Ohio.
Our competitive advantage is the number of years we've been in Central Ohio and the fact that we're able to make decisions here locally that make sense for the client. At the end of the day, it's the ability for us to say, okay, what can we do to make your banking easier for you?
Experience what it's like to be first at fbcentralohio.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Back to work, back to school, back to games. Next week, we'll be settling back into a routine. Don't settle. Mix that routine up with the solution for weight loss, Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Fast, easy, and free support for life. Awaken180weightloss.com.
We have a lot of football happening. I'm here to help. Set your radio preset to the fan. Very good. Now set a second one to ESPN Columbus. It's the HD2 button. Lastly, go to the fan's HD3 and save the fan 3. Crisis averted. You're welcome.
At Baths R Us, we're terrible roofers. We stink at installing siding. And don't ever call us for your kitchen remodel. But if you want a stunning, beautiful bathroom makeover in just 2 or 3 days, now that's when you want to call us. See, unlike most contractors these days, we offer only one service, bathroom remodeling. We don't spread ourselves thin by doing roofing or siding and a bunch of other stuff. Nope. At Baths R Us, we dedicate every company resource into mastering the craft of bath transformations. It's why we're the Midwest's biggest 5-star family-owned bathroom company. And it's why we have the happiest customers. Just check out our Google reviews. Baths R Us. We're terrible roofers, but we're awesome bathroom remodelers. Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement, or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel. Plus, low to no monthly payments. Call 380-225-BATH to schedule your free estimate, or go to bathsrus.com. Baths R Us, where dreams soak in.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is, fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
The Ohio Chapter International Society of Arboriculture's mission is committed to advancing responsible tree care practices. They remind herbicide and pesticide users to always read and follow the product label. The label is the law, so take the time to know how it should be used and how to use it safely. To find out more, there are over 1,000 qualified arborists in Ohio. Visit www.treesforohio.org to find an arborist near you. That's www.treesforohio.org.
Don't let a cold, sinus infection, or allergies ruin your day. Breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier with Navage. Visit Navage.com, Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, or a store near you.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Plenty of sunshine, hot and humid. Heat index near 100 degrees on this Tuesday. Down to the mid-70s, warm and humid for Wednesday morning. Very slight chance of a shower early, a better chance of a scattered storm late in the day. In between, mostly sunny, hot and humid again. Temperatures in the upper 90s, heat index above 100. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Barely famous, incredibly stupid. Back to Man and Bone.
Game show coming up at 5:34. We are going to help solve crimes here. But first, T-Bone's going to sell you something.
Well, man, Able Roof will get the job done for you in one day. If the roof of your house is not right, then the house ain't right. And that is no good. That's like the number one thing you got to get fixed on your house. It's kind of one of those baseline things. If you don't have a roof, your house isn't working right. Nobody's happy. Call Able today. They're number one for a reason. 22 years in a row, they've been doing the job right. And they've got a great promotion for you now. No payments, no interest till 2026. And $1,000 off a new roof siding and windows. All of that when you call Able Roof today. Don't put it off any longer. Call them now, 614-444-ROOF. I bet you already know that number because you've heard it for years. 614-444-ROOF. That's Able Roof to get the job done in one day.
You know, the beauty part about this show and the fact that we can be seen on YouTube and listened to on the podcast, we have listeners all over the world. We hear from you. We enjoy you. But Bone and I and Teddy, we still live locally in Central Ohio.
Yeah.
We live in this community. And so we want to try and help the community if there's issues that we can be of assistance with, too. Anyway.
Yeah.
I was reading this on 614now.com. Here's the headline. Multiple Columbus restaurants report serial dine and dasher. Here's what we know. He's well known to waitstaff across the city. Jovial, older man, dresses casually, enjoys a nice lunch at the bar, has a few drinks, and engages bartenders in light conversation. He'd be a great customer, except he never pays.
Mm.
So he apparently goes to places like, Brio and 3rd and Hollywood and Grandview. And apparently he goes to these places multiple times. The people at 3rd and Hollywood says, I think he's visited us half a dozen times.
No, that's impressive.
He sits at the bar. This is what the bartender said. I had heard about the dasher, but this man was just too slick. I never had any reason to suspect anything. He was outgoing, very friendly, very talkative, like, hey, buddy, how are you? He asked about our regional manager by name and said one of his daughters used to work here. He introduced himself to me. He said his name was Patrick O'Rourke. Everything he said seemed legit. He was a little sweaty and said he had just played 18 holes of golf. He had on a pink pinstripe golf shirt, wore a hat with a golf insignia on the front. So Patrick, here's Patrick's MO. Gets to the bar. He usually starts with 2 Tito's and cranberry juice. At 3rd and Hollywood, he ordered a plate of smoked salmon and 2 glasses of wine.
All right.
During the course of their conversation, the bartender mentioned to Patrick, alias guy, that he was interested in a career in construction. Patrick told the young man he was vice president of a big construction company in town and suggested that the bartender may be a good fit. So the bartender said once he was finished with his salmon, he said he was going to his car to get a business card from me. When he came back, he'd be ordering a hamburger. That's the last I saw of him.
Wow.
Now, apparently he strikes up conversations. No one suspects this guy because he's so outgoing. He is also relying on these restaurants having heavy turnover.
Oh, yeah.
Because obviously if he went back, this bartender would notice him, but he goes back and usually there's new people working there because it's a restaurant and there's new people working all the time.
My guess is if you're someone who is good at this, number one, he probably doesn't go to the same place for within 6 months. Wouldn't you think? Like
Well, no, apparently he's ballsy enough where he goes frequently.
No. They said he's gone frequently, but he's probably going around so many times.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, like
yes.
he's going to he's not going to come back the next week where it's going to be the same people. He's probably going to go to tomorrow he goes to a different place and then a different place and then a different place. Probably has 15 or 20 restaurants he's done this to or some number like that. And then after he gets through those, hasn't gotten caught, he goes back around again.
He has a calling card too.
Yes.
Like in this situation, he struck up the conversation and said, hey, I work in construction. Let me go run and get my business card. I'll be right back. Well, he's been talking to this bartender for an hour and a half.
Right.
The bartender doesn't suspect anything.
Mm-hmm.
Never comes back. But normally what happens is he says, oh, I forgot something in the car. Got to go to the restroom. I'll be right back. And he leaves behind a cell phone case or reading glasses.
Yes.
Something. So then the bartender thinks, well, he left his phone here.
Yeah, he wouldn't.
He's coming back. He wouldn't leave his phone here. But then once they realize he hasn't been back in a while, they look at the phone and realize it's just an empty phone case.
Right.
There's no phone in it. Or the reading glasses are like, the $2 jobs you buy at the pharmacy.
Yeah. Can many things can be true here, right? We can say that this dude is horrible for doing this. I hope he gets caught, and I hope he, stops doing this and gets in trouble for it. And because he's cost these restaurants, it sounds like, all told, I'm sure hundreds, if not thousands of dollars, the amount of times it sounds like he's done this. But also, we can acknowledge the balls on this guy.
Oh, absolutely.
And like the planning it takes to think this through, because that is not something you just one day start doing and go, yeah, I'll leave an empty cell phone. You have to buy a cell phone case. He probably buys them on discount.
He's got reading glasses. He's got cell phone and sunglasses he'll leave too.
I'm saying this guy has invested in this chicanery. Has he not?
Yes.
Because or at the very least, every time he wants to go get a meal, he has to stop at a CVS or a Walmart or somewhere and buy the cheapest cell phone case or the cheapest pair of readers. And then he puts those in his pocket, pretends like they're his. Like, this guy is thinking this through, which is why I have a problem with all these Dateline shows where they're like, this guy seemed guilty. He was nervous. He didn't say anything. He was quiet and squirrely. It's like, yeah, sometimes those people are guilty. Sometimes those people are just weird. This guy is gregarious. He is friendly.
He sucks you in with his charm.
And then he's still apparently doing the crimes. So you can never judge just by how nervous or not nervous someone is, whether or not they're guilty of criminality.
This apparently is a big topic on local Reddit boards with the restaurant people, because the stories just keep popping up about this guy. They just call him Patrick from the alias.
Yeah, right.
But, there's a good chance. I don't want to toot our own horn or anything, but got a pretty popular show here. What if Patrick is listening to this show right now?
Patrick.
What should we tell him?
Look, Patrick, I think you need to do the right thing. You need to, go to the authorities and say, look, I may have dined and dashed once or twice.
Patrick's not doing that.
What do we want to do? Or how about this?
He's not doing
fine.
that.
Then fine. How about if you're not willing to do that and own up to it, stop doing it.
Look,
just
Patrick,
stop doing it.
That's right. You had your fun, okay? Just like Jack the Ripper had his fun mutilating prostitutes. No, here's what I'm about to say. Here's what I'm about to say. The reason why we still debate about Jack the Ripper is because Jack the Ripper knew when to stop. Then he just stopped. Then there's theories about why he stopped. Maybe he was dead. Maybe he went to America. But Jack the Ripper, it was, 5 or 4? Then it was done. All right?
Right.
Hey, Patrick, you had your fun? Okay? Let's not push it. You're taking money out of these people's hands. You're missing out on tips, all these things.
Bad. This is
right. You had your fun. You left your reading glasses. But now it's time for it to be over.
We can all acknowledge the brilliance of your scheme.
Right.
Right. We can all say
you are the Jack the Ripper of Diamond Dash.
Dine and Dash.
Dine and Dash.
You won. You got away with it. Now it's time to either cook at home or start paying for meals.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, you need to give this a few years if you're going to go out and pay legitimately, because eventually people are going to say that's the guy. Everyone's going to be looking for you now.
Also, if you're drinking 2 Tito's and 2 glasses of wine with lunch, you may have a drinking problem.
Well,
so there's that too.
Yeah, may want to check on that.
Timmy, are you Patrick?
He's not an older man. He doesn't look elderly.
I would never do something like that.
I know you wouldn't.
Not ballsy enough to do something like that either.
You're a fine, upstanding person.
Not only do I pay way more.
What do you mean
what does that
way
mean?
More?
Like you tip?
No, I don't know. I don't even know what that means.
Because I don't pay more than the suggested price on the menu. It's like, I know this burger's $10. Sir, I will give you $20 for this burger.
This is so good. I think I'm going 15.
Charge me for another meal.
No tip.
No
I'll
tip.
pay a little extra for the meal, but take it out of the tip.
Oh, no. I will say, I am fully on board with what is it in Europe and everywhere else where they're like, hey, we just charge you the amount it would cost to pay the wait staff and all the people who work here.
Right.
Wages.
We add it all in there.
Start doing that here, because I'd rather not be asked for a tip every single time, because I don't know. I'm fine.
You don't like buying a cookie and then being asked for another $3.50?
Timmy,
you don't like
Timmy,
that?
I literally had one the other day. I won't say the place it was. The thing I was getting was a prepackaged item that I picked up out of their cooler. I brought it to the counter, and then I ordered it, and they asked me if I wanted to tip the person who literally stood there as they told me the total that was on my stickered item. I said no tip.
What if we had to tip the fan cafe?
Oh, Yeah, that's where we're headed, Timmy. No one works
the
there.
AI
No one's
machine.
there.
Timmy, there was a good-looking burrito up there today. Did you see it?
The big, beefy burrito.
Oh, big beefy.
Did you see in our fridge downstairs, somebody still has one of their lone straggler hard-boiled eggs?
Oh, no. It's still in there.
I'm going to go look, see if it's still in there.
Well, Tyvus is here. He can eat the egg. Eat the egg.
Suck an egg.
Eat the egg.
Tyvus isn't eating the egg. Come
All
on.
right, game show coming up. Colin Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You're looking at a 30-minute slowdown due to an accident that's on the left shoulder of northbound 71. On that north side, before Morse Road, it is stop and go from Hudson Street. We also have slow traffic on eastbound 270 on the north outer belt between 315 and 23. This report is sponsored by Lipton Iced Tea. Relaxing by the pool in summertime. Could it get any better? A cooler of Lipton Iced Tea. If only you had something to pair it with. Someone order Uber Eats. Do summer the easy way and get $5 off your next Uber Eats order and select Lipton 12 packs. See pack for details. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Now through Labor Day weekend, 0% up to 48 months or 1.9% up to 60 months on all 2024 and 25 new Lindsay Hondas. Unbelievable savings by offering 0% up to 4 years on every Honda on the lot.
If we don't have it, it doesn't exist.
Plus, talk to us about electric options with up to $97.27 and combined savings with dealer and federal tax credits.
LindsayHonda.com or I-70 in Bryce Road.
With approved credit on select in-stock 24-25 Honda models. Dealer contribution may affect consumer cost.
Delaware County Veterans Services invites you to visit the Wall That Heals from September 12th through the 15th at Havner Park in Liberty Township. Pay homage to those that have served in the Vietnam War. The Wall That Heals is free and open to the public. To learn more, please visit thewallthathealsohio.com.
The Columbus Men's Clinic opened in 2014 for guys who get it done. Let's talk, fellas. You solve problems all day at work. You fix your sink when it's broken. But when it comes to ED and low T, it doesn't get done. We get it. You hate going to the doctor, but you're the guy that fixes things. At the Columbus Men's Clinic, there's nothing to fear and no reason to delay. We've been destroying bedroom boredom for a decade. So if you haven't fixed this, call us. When the pills fail, call us. If you feel like you've tried everything, call us. Here, there's hope. From the conventional to the next level. You'll be seen by our friendly, discreet physician who will take the time to listen. Imagine finally taking care of this with no surgery. Imagine going from feeling gray to living life in vibrant color. It's time to be confident. Join the thousands of guys who have found success after walking through our doors. Will you be one of them? Dial 614-300-7400 or go to ColumbusMen'sClinic.com to schedule a $99 male performance consultation, including blood work. Do it for you. Do it for her. ColumbusMen'sClinic.com. Book your appointment now.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone for Valley Ford of Columbus. If you're looking for a great pre-owned vehicle, a massive selection of low-mileage trade-ins are waiting for you at Valley Ford. They're certified pre-owned Ford Blue Advantage cars, trucks, and SUVs at unbelievable prices. Get the better deal at Valley.
Rise and shine, jabronis.
What a show this morning.
There's only one place where Buckeye legends lay the smackdown. Morning Juice with Bobby and Beamer.
Weekday mornings starting at 6.
Give me a juice box.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Get an Eco.
ECO.
Hey, Aaron. Hey, Jerry. You seem pretty happy this morning. I invented a song. You know songwriters have an actual word for inventing a song. Everything we want people to know about Eco. Ready? Can't wait. Get Eco. G-E-T-E-C-O. Get Eco. They can really go. Get Eco. For your Cinco. Fix in a blinko. You'll think-o. Hooray. Get Eco. G-E-T-E-C-O. Get Eco. You'll be cool like snow. Get Eco. Like a nice Rico. Puerto Rico. Get Eco today. What do you think? You know we don't serve Puerto Rico, right? I do know that. I mean, the drive alone from Ohio is like, geez. Way too far. But you ran out of rhymes for Eco? You gotta admit, the rest is pretty catchy. Oh, it's earworming already.
Get Eco.
ECO.
As is that thing.
With Tire Discounter's new TD Chat BS, we can detect deception over the phone.
Let's call a typical tire store.
Yellow, cheapo tire where we bolt them on for less.
Yes, I need tires and lubricant for my vehicle.
Great, come on in. We'll slap on some new tires.
And what about the lubricant exchange?
Oh, yeah. We send you over to Ollie's Oil for that. They're right down the road.
Deception. Destination is 5.2 miles away.
Well, I'll be.
Also, 6 out of 10 cars need alignment.
Well, just travel on over to Alignments or Us.
Calculating time for 2 additional trips.
You mean you want to do tires, oil change, and alignment all in one fell swoop?
Oh, I observe that Tire Discounters, the home of free alignment, is close by.
Ugh, Tire Discounters.
And they are experts at oil changes, brakes, shocks, and...
I'm losing you.
Hello? I'm sorry. Your system has crashed.
Don't miss our Savor the Summer sale, now till Labor Day.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Murdering brain cells, one show at a time. Back to Man and Bone.
Game show coming up in mere moments. Timmy has just handed this to me. I want you to zoom in if you can on the camera, Teddy.
This is unbelievable.
Just zoom in on me if you can. This is an energy snack is what this is.
An energy snack, Mike?
It's hard-cooked peeled egg and a side of cashews. Well, the cashews is gone. Somebody ate the other egg. So there's one egg left in here. So one of our trolls down here bought this up at the Fan Cafe, and they put this remaining egg in the refrigerator down here, presumably to eat it at another time, and that never happened. But if you see here, it says best through June 24th. So we got one lone hard-boiled egg sitting in its juice. Best. Now, it doesn't say expiration. It says best through.
It's not expired.
June 24th. My question is, Tyvis Powell, you're a tough man, right? You're a dedicated man. You're a man of principle.
Tyvis, don't do this.
Tyvis Powell does not give in to peer pressure. He's his own man. He also wants to be Nate Burleson.
What does that mean?
That's the career
can't
that he
wait.
wants.
He wants to be on TV saying can't wait?
He wants to be Nate Burleson.
Okay.
And so I think if you eat this egg right now, this gets you on your way to being Nate Burleson. Are you up to the challenge?
As much as I admire and respect Nate Burleson, because I think he does a tremendous job with what he does, covering all things in life, not just sports, just all things in life.
He's lifestyle.
And I really look up to him. I'd rather not eat that egg and just do it my own way. You know, that's that right there. Well, what's the best by date?
It says best through June 24th.
No.
June 24th?
Let me tell you
that was
something.
2 months ago.
June 24th. Yeah. I'm saying if you eat this egg, Tyvis, you're on camera eating this egg, it's going to be picked up by like Awful Announcing, all these media sites. They're going to write about you. They're going to be talking about you.
Well, you know.
I got news for you. They're already doing that, and he's real thrilled about it.
Wait a minute. Let me tell you this. But that's the wrong publicity, though. Like, I wanted to be for me saying something really smart.
Yeah.
Well, that's not going to happen.
No,
So you may as well just eat the damn egg.
No, you know, Tyvis, if you eat that egg, it'll be like, Tyvis Powell, the guy who eats eggs, is back with a new eating video. Like, you're right. You go viral for the wrong thing.
Yeah, like, you okay with that? Like, they'll look at me like he's so far away from Nate Burleson.
Yeah.
Like, he's the egg-eating guy.
Is there anybody we can get to eat this egg?
No.
There's too many people here with self-respect, Mike. Come on.
No, there's not.
Yes, there are. Well,
Tito.
We work at a... Tito would eat it.
Tito
Is
probably.
he in tonight?
Yeah.
No, but we need Tito because everybody else is out. We have people... Timmy,
here's what I'm doing tonight. I worked with Rothman and Ice. I was Anthony today because he's out sick. And since it's game week, I also wanted to kind of be here for the Buckeye show.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to we had to bring in someone to cover the show because I bumped up with Ice. So I'm going to sit in the third wheelchair for my own show tonight.
You are?
So it'll be Tito, Tyvis, me there for the first hour. And then I'm going to bolt at 7 o'clock.
There. One can afford to go down.
Yeah,
yes,
so
but
Tito could do it.
Tomorrow, we're going to need Timmy or whoever. Tito does it. He's going to possibly be needed again.
Didn't he say he would lick the toenail?
Yes, he said he'd lick the toenail.
For a price?
Like
By
$50.
the way, I'm not kidding you.
What can we pull together? Could we get $100 cash for him here between the four of us?
Yeah.
I don't have any cash.
I think I got 40 cash in the wallet.
You have cash on you?
Yeah, I said 40.
I have no cash ever.
I have no cash.
I never have
None?
cash.
No.
Why are you carrying cash? Every place you go to
It's just
is like,
a couple of $20
who wants it?
bills, Bone.
Just a couple. Must be
nice.
money here.
Nice,
just
Timmy.
walking around with greens in your pocket.
I still have one from Canada, too. I just kept it because the Queen's
All right,
lovely face is on it.
How about this? Nobody has to eat this because I really don't want like food poisoning. But can you at least open it and smell it? Can you do that?
Yes.
All right, come in here and open it and smell it.
All right. Let's get him.
This is a hard-boiled egg. It's
sniff the egg.
It's in a plastic container here. Best through June 24th. Just in case you're listening on podcast, it is August 27th. All right, now just open it up. Open it. It's sealed pretty good, Timmy. So here's
it's probably because there's a gas. There's like a gaseous buildup in there.
It.
You're gonna smell it.
No, I don't want to smell it.
It's your idea.
You're gonna smell it.
It's your idea. This place is gonna smell like a.
Don't get the juice.
He's
on
gonna
here.
spill it all over the place.
No, don't get the juice on my phone.
Timmy, calm down.
Don't get the juice on my phone. I sounded like don't get the juice on my phone.
So much damn moisture on this thing.
Oh, smell it. Sniff it.
Look at you, idiots.
No,
Put the lid on it.
I got to host a
Put the lid on it. No. We got it.
Let me smell.
Point. No, wait.
Let me smell.
The point has been made.
Smell.
He smelled it. Yeah, what did you think? What did you think was going to get out of here? Go. Leave. This is disgusting. Why? Oh. This is just a pathway of destruction right here as Timmy walks out with that. You don't have to tell me how bad hard-boiled eggs smelled. I smelled them when I worked at a hotel, putting out the breakfast every day. I smelled them when they were not past the due date, and they smelled awful.
All right, let's do the game.
That thing has to smell like toxic waste.
He's going to yak.
All right. This game is almost moot at this point, but here we go. How big is this band, Mike? I was looking at Red Rocks Amphitheater, seeing who goes to Red Rocks. I'd like to go there and see a band sometime. I'm going to give you a band, and then you're going to tell me if they're big enough to play Red Rocks or not.
All right, come on.
Sunny Day Real Estate.
No.
Famous 90s band.
Not big enough.
You're right. They have 300,000 monthly listeners on Spotify.
God
they have
bless.
multiple songs with tens of millions of plays.
But not big enough for Red Rock.
Not big enough for Red Knocks and Red Rocks there too. Yeah. Dierks Bentley, country music singer.
You know, I can't judge popularity of hillbillies. I'm going to say yes. Dierks has played the Red Rock.
In fact, he's big enough to play. He is playing it this weekend. 6 million monthly listeners on Spotify. Biggest hit is probably Drunk on a Plane or What Was I Thinking? Next up, Glass Animals. Glass.
I don't know Glass Animals. Do you?
Yeah. They're
What's the genre?
They're like pop, kind of indie pop music.
I don't know them, so I'll say yes.
Yes, they are.
All right.
They're playing 2 nights at Red Rocks next week. Glass Animals has 23 million monthly listeners.
I'm out of the loop.
They have a song called Heat Wave. And if you don't know the name Glass Animals, perhaps you've heard this one, where he says, sometimes all I think about is you, late nights in the middle of June. That's Glass Animals. They are playing.
You want to have a conversation about Better Than Ezra? I'm here for you.
I know.
Glass Animals I can't do.
King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard.
I don't know who that is.
Is that a band? Number one.
I'll say no.
You're wrong. Yes. That band.
That's a band, and they're playing?
They're playing Red Rocks.
He or she?
They, indie rockers. Biggest song is probably Les Risqués with over 2 million streams.
Okay.
They are playing 4 shows at Red Rocks next week over 2 days, an early and a late show, 2 days in a row. Sum 41. Big enough to play Red Rocks? That's not Sum 41.
That's not?
That's Blink-182.
Oh, that's right. What is Sum 41 is what's their song?
What's My Age Again?
No, shut up. Don't be an idiot.
Dookie.
No, be quiet. You know what it is. In too deep and I'm trying to keep that song. That's what I meant.
It's their only song.
I'm going to say no, they've never been there.
Wrong.
Oh.
They are playing their farewell tour in September.
Farewell.
Yeah, there's Sum 41. It's their last tour ever. They're breaking
Hopefully
up after
they'll
this.
get back together like the Eagles one day.
Sum 41, The Interrupters, and Many Eyes. 10 million monthly listeners on Spotify. Derek Whibley, their vocalist, rumored to be the next new vocalist for Linkin Park.
Okay.
There's they had a little Oasis moment on their socials that had like concurrent announcements for tomorrow.
Not really an Oasis moment because Chester's dead unless he's...
No. Linkin Park and Sum 41 both said big announcement Wednesday at the same time. And people
that
would
be a thing. It's like, Chester's back.
No, not that.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a story.
And finally, Chapel Roan. Big enough for... Oh, boy. Teddy, are you aware of Chapel Roan?
No.
Okay. Tyvis, are you aware of Chapel Roan? Have you ever heard Chapel Roan, the female artist Chapel Roan?
No.
Okay. Have you heard Hot to Go?
No.
Okay. Is Chapel Roan big enough to play Red Rocks, Mike?
I'm going to say yes because we've never heard of her.
She is big enough. However, she's never played Red Rocks. She has, again, I understand you guys have not heard this. It's okay.
It's not my demo.
She has 43 million monthly listeners on Spotify. She has multiple songs with 250 million plus.
What's her name?
Chapel Roan. And she played the Governor's Ball, I think, in New York, whatever that is, where they have like tens of thousands of people. She could easily fill Red Rocks. I just don't think she's ever played there yet. She's probably too big for it now.
She's 26.
Oh, she has just taken off in the last year. Chapel Roan is...
I don't know her, but let her live.
Ask Samantha, when you go home tonight, ask her if she knows about HOTTOGO. You can get me hot to go. Just ask her. Ask her if she knows.
Okay.
It's a song.
All right, back page coming up. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got slow-moving traffic that's causing a 10-minute delay on westbound 670 between 71 and 315. And if you're traveling on westbound 70 on the west side between West Broad Street and Fisher Road, expect some delay there. This report is sponsored by Robert Half. 9 out of 10 hiring managers are having difficulty hiring. Robert Half is here to help. Their recruiting professionals utilize their award-winning AI to connect businesses with highly skilled talent. At Robert Half, they know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Bob's Discount Furniture is coming to Polaris, and Bob's Discount Furniture wants you to win big this football season. It's easy. Get online and go to 971thefan.com to register to win a $1,000 gift card to Bob's Discount Furniture, so you can watch your favorite football team sitting in your new Bob's recliner or couch this season. Wow. That's $1,000 from Bob's Discount Furniture. All you have to do is register to win on the fans contest page at 971thefan.com. Hurry, contest ends Wednesday, August 28th. See complete contest details online at 971thefan.com.
At Toyota's national sales event, you can choose from more hybrid and all-wheel drive vehicles than anyone else, including the best-selling RAV4. Now through September 3rd, choose 4.99 APR financing on a new 2024 RAV4 or RAV4 Hybrid with approved credit through TFS. Excludes RAV4 Prime, or you can get a great lease deal on RAV4. Plus, you get 2 years no-cost maintenance. Get details at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
That's the sound of a Mountain Dew. And that's you enjoying its refreshing citrus kick. That's a cool breeze suddenly whistling through your hair.
Whoa!
That's you realizing you're now on a mountain.
This is epic!
That's you stating the obvious. That's you stepping up to the plate. That's you winning your kickball game.
Yes! Let's go!
That's you taking another sip of your Do the Dew.
Friday nights mean high school football. Join us for the Fans High School Game of the Week.
This week, Canal Winchester at Hilliard-Davidson.
Live coverage starts Friday night at 6. Your home for Friday Night Lights. The Fan.
James Laurinaitis here for my guys at Green & Sons, the premier Kubota dealership in Central Ohio. Green & Sons has all the Kubotas you need to tackle your land and come out a winner. They have zero-turn, skid steers, tractors from 18 to 171 horsepower, and also utility vehicles. My favorite is my RTV Sidekick. The best thing about Green & Sons is they've been family-owned and operated since 1970, and you will love dealing with the Green family and their winning team. Do what I did and check out Green & Sons located at Mount Sterling and Marysville or online at greenandsons.com for all your Kubota needs.
We're dealing at Reichert Nissan. Hundreds of Nissans in stock, on the ground, and priced to sell fast. Low lease payments on brand new Reichert Nissan Sentras, only $219 a month. Now we're really dealing. With our lowest prices and 72-hour exchange policy, you can't buy the wrong car. Visit the Reichert Mega Mall off 270 and 33 or shop thousands of new and certified used at ReichertNissan.com. We're dealing.
With approved credit. 2024 Sentra SV FWD 36-month lease with $3,000 due at signing. Offer ends 9/3/24.
Our nation's veterans put everything on the line to defend our nation. They're heroes. And when they need help, Congressman Mike Carey fights for them because he cares about America's veterans.
My name is Thomas Rand, and I put my life on the line serving our nation in Vietnam. But when I needed help with an outstanding disability claim, the VA wasn't there for me. But Congressman Mike Carey had my back. Because of his hard work, my claim was approved, and I got the help I needed. I'm thankful for Congressman Carey. He cares about our veterans.
Mike Carey will always fight to help our nation's heroes. If you're a veteran who needs help navigating government services, programs, and grants, call Congressman Mike Carey's office at 614-927-6902 or visit carey.house.gov. Paid for with official funds from the office of Mike Carey.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Patriot Air Comfort Systems and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep your home comfortable. The Fan.
Buckeye Show coming up at the top of the hour. All right, how should I explain this? So, Timmy is the host of the Buckeye Show. He will be on the Buckeye Show tonight.
Okay.
He's here.
I love how Tito's just already
We just heard from him in the last segment. But for some reason, Tito, Jeff Thidoff, is here as well.
Right.
To host with Timmy and Tyvis?
Well, I'll tell you, this is very reminiscent. I think he's trying to kind of mimic your career. When Bone and I did a show with you on the other side when you were going through your, we'll call it your transition, but your voice thing. And
you had your vocal cords were whatever that was a long time
I had
ago.
laryngitis.
Well, okay, whatever. But anyway, but I was hosting, though. I was on the other side with Bone while you were there.
But there's nothing wrong with Tim. Physically, mentally,
let's
of
tap
course.
the brakes on that one right
I
there.
go in there, I'm saying, hey, I'm dying here when my throat was hurting. They said, I can't give you anything. I said, this is a big scheme I have.
Yeah.
I go from one doctor's office to the next, just looking for narcotics. Pour me some purple drank.
That was actually the good one.
Do you have any Vito Stellino you could pull up and play alongside that? Because you sound
Alongside
a lot
it,
like
no.
But play Vito and then play that again so we can
Here's
hear
another
both.
one of me.
So tweet at the program at Man and Bone 971. We have On Campus coming up at 4:46.
I just want to play with Jim Knowles.
This was
Is there a feeling that there's enough playmakers on the offensive side of the football?
Well, they like to think so. I mean, they think obviously Maurice Jones-Drew is a 1,000-yard runner. They think if David gets more protection and the receivers play better, that the passing game will be better. So we'll find out. That's why they play the games.
I think you were doing a little better than Vito, honestly.
Vito's got more phlegm.
He does. That's right. And, well, not more porn, just more publicly available porn.
I can't believe that there was a day that we actually had a Jacksonville Jags guest on this show.
You know this guy, Tito? Vito Stellino used to come on this show. Not V. Stiviano, different person.
Yes.
Vito Stellino came on, and he would be talked to about Jacksonville Jags football. One day, years later, on Twitter, he posted something that was like a retweet or he liked something.
Hey, take a look at this.
And it was just like It was just purely pornography.
Chocolate ties.
It was like he was trying to copy a link or something into a browser and maybe look at it, but instead he accidentally posted it to Twitter and then sent it out.
We've all done that.
Yeah. So
you guys got me thinking today, by the way, on the way in.
Well, that's not good.
Never.
No, I'm sure other people too go to kind of a rabbit hole of thinking, but you're talking about the service and all stuff, tipping servers and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I recalled I was an awful server at TGI Fridays way back when.
I believe it.
Okay, thank you. But I started thinking about this, how many companies I worked for that closed. Like Fridays is gone, right? I think they're all gone.
TGI Fridays?
Yeah, Damon's are all gone.
No,
TGI Fridays still
there's
exists.
Fridays, and there's Damon's in Myrtle Beach.
There's one in Myrtle Beach, but the corporate office shut down.
There's also one in England.
Oh, the England one was always the best sell. Always had the best sales. Like among all the Damons.
Are you serious?
Yeah, the England one, they put the weekly sales out. The England Damons always had the best sales of the entire chain.
Oh, you knew about them?
Oh, yeah. There used to be two in England. I don't know if there's not two anymore, but there was.
We got to get into the lore.
It's a franchise.
I didn't know you knew the lore of this so well. This is awesome.
Yeah, I'm all about that. But you know, the Dispatch, I worked for them, and they're
still alive.
Yeah, okay. And then, but thankfully now, or maybe not thankfully, I work for the state of Ohio, so if they close down, we've got bigger problems.
State of Ohio is
if I
about
bring
to
that one down too, that's a big issue.
You work here. This place is still going.
I don't really work here, but I used to.
Thank God. All right, what's coming up on the show? What do you got?
We're going to hear from Jim Knowles and Ryan Dagrave, Zach and Game. A lot of Timmy also in that first hour. We'll do there's an interesting rule in college football that's changing going forward that I hope does not apply to Ohio State, and the Connor Stalions documentary's out.
I saw it.
Did you watch it?
It's crap.
That's what I heard.
Buckeyes Show, top of the hour, right here on the Fan. Back page.
The Back Page. The Back Page with Common Man and T-Bone.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Bone. Well, man, I'm already married, but if I was ever going to get married again, I think I know where the new venue would be for me to get married. That would be...
Nude venue?
No. New venue. I can head to Las Vegas, which, of course, lots of people have been married in Las Vegas, but this is not a place you might have thought of. Taco Bell has a 2-story Taco Bell cantina that can accommodate up to 100 guests, and it is bookable for your ceremony, including, weddings. They say the reception, of course, would be themed with Taco Bell food. They have decorations, but I don't know if you have to put Baja Blast in the vows, but I would.
Is that a
put
burrito in your
Baja
pocket?
Blast?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you know it.
And you go home after you get married, the wedding night, in the honeymoon suite.
Really get to know your wife
and
on a personal
level.
level.
Really open up that chalupa is what happens.
Okay. It's a to-go order for your wedding, sure.
All right, Buckeye Show is next. We'll see you tomorrow for Wild Card Wednesday. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
It's a Fan Action Update.
Some marquee college football games this weekend and their betting lines at noon on Saturday. Number 1, Georgia's a 13.5-point favorite over 13th ranked Clemson. Miami is a 2.5-point favorite over Florida. On Saturday night, Notre Dame is a 2.5-point underdog to Texas A&M. LSU is a 4.5-point favorite over USC. For your action update, I'm Scotty Vegas.
Now through Labor Day weekend, 0% up to 48 months or 1.9% up to 60 months on all 2024 and 25 new Lindsay Hondas. Unbelievable savings by offering 0% up to 4 years on every Honda on the lot.
If we don't have it, it doesn't exist.
Plus, talk to us about electric options with up to $97.27 in combined savings with dealer and federal tax credits.
LindsayHonda.com or I-70 in Bryce Road.
With approved credit on select in-stock 24-25 Honda models. Dealer contribution may affect consumer cost.
By the time you're finished listening to this Pepsi Zero Sugar, you'll be 15 seconds closer to kickoff. Stock up now. Bengals game day is so close, you can almost taste it. Bengals watching. Better with Pepsi.
Tire Discounters announces our latest breakthrough, TD Chat BS. This software allows us to detect untruths, deceptions, and even outright lies. Let's listen in as we call a local car dealer.
Hi,
I drive your model of auto or truck. I need servicing.
Oh, that's great. You should always call the dealer for service to make sure your warranty stays intact.
Untruth.
Excuse me?
I can attend at Tire Discounters for all services, even for all manufacturers' scheduled maintenance. Warranty not affected.
But it's only us dealers who really know our own models.
Deception. Tire Discounters ASE technicians are certified experts for all makes and models.
Okay, maybe.
How many dollars do you charge me for? As few as Tire Discounters?
We are not that much more.
Outright lie. Ending call now. Bye. Adios. Aloha. Hasta la pasta.
Don't miss our Savor the Summer sale, now till Labor Day.
Back to work, back to school, back to games. Next week, we'll be settling back into a routine. Don't settle. Mix that routine up with the solution for weight loss, Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Fast, easy, and free support for life. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Right now at the Ram, make this the summer event. Well-qualified lessees get a low-mileage lease on the 2025 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab, 4x4 for $549 a month for 42 months, with $3,640 due at signing. Tax, title, license extra, no security deposit required. Call 1-877-RAM-5722 for details. Requires dealer contribution and lease through Stellantis Financial. Extra charge for miles over 35,000. Not all customers will qualify. Residency restrictions apply. Take delivery by September 3rd, 2024.
Bob's Discount Furniture is coming to Polaris, and Bob's Discount Furniture wants you to win big this football season. It's easy. Get online and go to 971thefan.com to register to win a $1,000 gift card to Bob's Discount Furniture, so you can watch your favorite football team sitting in your new Bob's recliner or couch this season. Wow. That's $1,000 from Bob's Discount Furniture. All you have to do is register to win on the fans contest page at 971thefan.com. Hurry, contest ends Wednesday, August 28th. See complete contest details online at 971thefan.com.